What's going on, my boys? Back once again. Sunday night, man. What a week it's been. I tell you. We had some fun. We almost didn't start. We were having so much fun backstage. Fable didn't even see the movie we were talking about.
Guys almost spoiled it for me, man. Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, Odysseus makes it back home, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
That's a 3,500-year spoiler.
Yeah, man. But dude, I highly recommend anyone going and seeing out the Odyssey if you get the chance. IMAX. I saw it at IMAX and at the drive-in, and there's definitely big difference. And we were like 15 minutes late, so like I felt bad because especially the second time I was like, oh my god, like you guys just missed like so much that means so much, like, you know what I mean, to button it up at the end, with the bow and everything, and just Anne Hathaway. There's just so much. So I was like trying to explain to them because I like wanted them to just love, because it ended up just being my mom and my brother. So I wanted them to love it as much as I did, because that was like one that I walked out of and I was like, holy shit, bro. Like, that was so fucking good. Like, and
I wanted to go kiss the movie screen, man, is what I wanted to do. I wanted to go lick
my girl thought it was a little too loud.
Just fucking suck it off, man. That's what I wanted to do.
My girl, because I think I didn't get to finish saying, but we don't normally do IMAX, so it was a little loud for her. It didn't bother me as much, but it was a little loud at times, but I was just so immersed. And even the second time at the drive-in, like, the movie felt like it didn't feel 2 hours and 50 minutes. I was just so locked in both times. So good. Go out, see it. If you can see it, IMAX, highly recommend it. Even XD if you can do that, but just see it, it's definitely worth seeing, man. It's just, it's like one of those things like fucking what was it? Barbenheimer. Like you just didn't like I even went to see Barbie because I was like, I just want to be like, oh, I saw them both. You know what I mean? I saw them both at the time.
I was there both days, like in one day. Saw both of them. Yeah. We should have got free T-shirts for that, Dylan.
Seriously. So
I still wear mine if I had one. I should get one.
Dude, I'm thinking about seeing it a third time, honestly. Like, that's how good.
We got to do Barbie on PCP movie night, man.
We got to do Barbenheimer on PCP movie night where we review both films.
I actually have not gone back to Oppenheimer since I saw it in theaters. I actually still haven't even purchased it yet. I think Downey's incredible in it, but you know, I was saying that's one of the ones that like I know it's an incredible movie, but to me it's like it's not as rewatchable for me just because like I don't know, it's just like not my type of movie, you know what I mean? But I recognize the brilliance. You know?
I know that we're not here to really talk about Nolan tonight, but like what's crazy is that like what Nolan just did for the epic, what he's done for the superhero film, and what he did for the biopic. Like, you may not be into biopics, but knowing biopics, what Nolan did to that biological picture was insane. Biographical picture, I should say, not biological picture. That's a weird thing to say. But like, you know, like that biopic was like, that's insane. That's not quite La Bamba. It really brings that genre or subgenre of film up to another level.
I mean, dude's crashing fucking real airplanes in the buildings and shit and recreating atom bombs. Like,
dude, it's not his commitment to practical effects is crazy, and it really works in the Odyssey, which is nuts.
Oh my God, yes.
Like the Cyclops looks amazing, but I was going to say something else and I forgot about it because we're probably should be shifting gears to Evil Dead Burn. But everybody, yes, I second you, Dylan. Everybody go watch it. Watch it in IMAX if you can.
Yeah, since we were just on that topic.
Do not wait till it's streaming on Peacock or whatever. Right? Like just.
That's why I want to see it again because I was like, once we get it at home, I just feel like it's just never going to be the same.
I'm watching it again. Like I gotta get my girl and some friends together. We're gonna go watch it again. Like I will. I've told everybody. I was like, if you ever want to go see the Odyssey, just let me know when. I'll carve out 4 hours of my day. We're going. It's
that
not a
fucking
4-hour
IMAX
movie. It's a 3-hour movie, but we know how they do 30 minutes of trailers and commercials and shit now.
Yeah, and it's like you got that. Just like my theater was filled, every seat, front row, everything, and it was a big ass theater. And it was just like everyone was just locked in. It was amazing, man. It was like, you know, it's like where sometimes you like when you see people saying they're like clapping when the bow thing happens. It's like, no, mine was just like fucking dead silent. And I just feel like we were just like,
my whole audience,
you know what I mean?
Mesmerized for 3 hours.
Yes.
It was mesmerized.
I was just cheesing when I walked out, bro. Like I look at my girl and I was like, that was so fucking good, bro.
Like, I was like taking a piss next to another guy, man, thinking about this movie, you know, like thinking deep about my life. And then I realized we're just all in the back rooms taking a piss right now because the bathroom in my movie theater looks like the back rooms, dude. It's such a good space. It's crazy. I got to take a picture and send it to y'all, man. You just wait.
That's hilarious.
I'm always in the back, so don't worry
it's true.
Right.
There's a pirate behind you. Watch out.
So yeah, Evil Dead Burn. So another big reason, you know, we were talking Odyssey. It's like me and Robbie just saw that. So that's like just stuck in our head because we both saw Evil Dead Burn last week. When that first came, last week was Evil Dead Burn, this week's Odyssey, and then week after this week is Spider-Man. So, you know, bunch of shit's coming out. And Fable just saw Burn last night. So he's like, fuck Odyssey, man. He's like, I got Burn on my mind. But
I'm pretty sure if I saw Odyssey, I'd be like, what movie were we
I know.
Again?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, the one with the candle. Okay, yeah, that one.
But this was
also Fable's like me. Fable's had to watch like 10 movies this week to cover for YouTube.
Oh jeez. Yeah.
Now I'm trying to be like, what? Was Sylvester Stallone in this one, or was that Tango and Cash, man? What's going on, man? I don't know where we're at right now. I got Wicker Man to do too this week. Like, what's going on in my world? I have no idea.
You've been doing a bunch, man.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of fun. Can't lie, man. It's been great watching all these movies, man. You know, there's a few duds, but there's more great ones than duds, you know.
I love it, Fable. You used to be like, yo, man, how do you do this? Now you know.
Yeah.
Because you do it. You just do it.
You gotta. You just do.
Gotta watch a movie tonight.
Find a necromantic shirt.
Oh, Two Gun sent me this, dude.
Oh, of course. How did I know? How did I know?
It's one of my favorites. I only wear it on like your show and Verno's show because if I wear this in public, I get a lot of weird looks.
Yeah, whoever like gives you that look, like, you gotta look at them like.
Every once in a while, though, somebody goes, "Bro, nice shirt," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, we're both twisted as fuck."
Yeah.
I'd say Two Gun Man finds the shirts for the movies that you're like, they don't even make shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I want an Italian Dawn of the Dead T-shirt. Just putting that into the ether, Two Gun. I see you're in the chat. So an Italian. Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, I would say he even found me like this dope ass one as like a Goodfellas mock, but like he's found me some cool
he sent me
ones.
One time. It's the Kiss, but this like the Wolfman and Phantom of the Opera and Dracula and Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah,
right. And then there's one, the famous photo of Janet Jackson with her tits out, and somebody's like, it's the Rolling Stone cover, and somebody's covering her titties, black and white.
Yeah.
He sent me a shirt that's that, but it's the Frankenstein monster and the Bride of Frankenstein.
I gotta find my way onto Two Guns mailing list, man. I don't know how to get onto this list here.
Yeah.
Well, after he sees your lineup for Horror Fest, he'll probably figure a way out.
Oh yeah.
Then me and Dylan are gonna start getting less, and we're gonna be like, "Damn it!"
It's gonna send me like a.
We take it back. We take it back.
Prime or something.
Yeah, I'd say what was it? Cause fucking
you want something hard to find, Two Gun? Come on, man. Suspiria on VHS, man. There you go.
This would be a cool fucking cover on a shirt too.
Zombie flesh.
Because they always do like the same zombie one. This is zombie, But,
Zombie 2.
I love this new artwork Zombie 2. But zombie, and
Jelani's favorite scene in film cinema right there.
I love that one. Yeah, that'd be a cool one. But what was that? So yeah, I would say Evil Dead Burn, man. So this was one me and Fable were talking about weeks in advance. We knew we were going to do this no matter what. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get you on board because I knew you didn't like Rise at all, So I didn't know if you'd really want to be down. And I already heard you the other night, so you already spoiled what your thoughts on it. But
I don't know who Dylan could be talking about.
No matter what, this is a super important franchise to us. No matter what, if you don't like, did you like the 2013 one? Is it 2013? Yeah.
Honestly, that's the only one I've never seen.
Really?
Oh, really?
I've never seen.
I'm trying to think. Who is that?
Fede Alvarez.
Fede Alvarez. Yeah, I kept thinking.
Who is going to be at Scarefest this year in Lexington, Kentucky? Everybody should go to Scarefest. And tell them Rock and Robbie sent you.
Yeah, but yes, I know that original trilogy is super important to you. Super important to you.
Movie. Like everybody's always about Army of Darkness or Evil Dead, or Evil Dead 2, but the Evil Dead, the original.
Yeah.
Evil Dead.
Yeah.
One of mine's
my Army.
Films.
Mine's Army. But that's my first one. My introduction was Army. So it's like,
Same.
I know Fable. I think Fables is but you still go Evil Dead 1? Even though Army was your introduction?
Yeah, my intro, I went backwards. We've talked about this, right? So I went Army to Evil Dead 2 to Evil Dead 1. But Evil Dead 1, to me, there's something about it because it's not as slapsticky and it's more visceral and raw. Which I think these last two movies are trying to do that in a modern context.
Evil Dead 1, no bullshit. I mean, we've had years later. We've seen so much since. But at one point, Evil Dead 1 was the scariest movie on earth. Period.
Yeah.
Like there was the only thing scarier than that was probably The Exorcist. But
Yeah.
Evil
Yeah.
Dead 1
So-
at one point had the fucking crown because that
Sony
shit
just did.
was sick at the time. Like
Yeah.
sick.
So I don't know how Sony got the first one because Lionsgate has like owned 1, 2, and the fucking show. They don't have Army. I think Shout has Army still. But Sony got a hold of the first one and they just did like a 45th or 40th anniversary Steelbook, new 4K transfer. Holy shit, bro. It just came out a couple weeks ago, like it came out like the week of Burn. And so I watched that and I was like, holy shit, this 4K just looked incredible, dude. Great Steelbook, like OG artwork, with the hand coming out, but it was like kind of like a red color. Such a beautiful Steelbook. But I was so happy because I was like, man, because I got them on 4K from Lionsgate, but they did a new transfer. And you would think, it didn't need it, but it looks so much better. Sony always knocks those 4Ks out the park. So I'm really hoping they do too in the next couple of years. Maybe by the time Wrath comes out, we'll get a Sony 4K for Evil Dead 2. But yeah, man, like this franchise always one of my fucking favorites. Anything Sam Raimi does, man, I'm gonna be there day one, no matter what. You know what I mean? Like I just he's one of those guys. You see his work of art, you just can know like that's Sam Raimi.
Except
when
for
you
that
see the
Oz
fucking-
movie, none of us showed up for him. For that.
Yeah. I rented it. I mean, I rented it, but I might have saw
We love
that.
Sam
I might
Raimi,
have saw
but that Wizard of Oz movie, no, we weren't there.
I don't know if I saw it because my mom's a huge Wizard of Oz fan. So I don't know
enjoyed it.
if we saw that
it.
at the drive-in. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
I
Franco
enjoyed
was huge at that
That's
point.
crazy,
Franco
yeah.
was huge at that
And
point.
also, I'm not
so
gonna lie, I was there, but for Love of the Game blows. I hate that movie. So there you go. Sorry.
they there is one he did called The Gift that I really love.
I love that movie. Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
We all love that movie for Katie
Is it-
Holmes, and you know what I'm talking about.
No. Is that Katie? Is Katie? No, that's
That's
it's
Katie
got the
Holmes.
blonde. It's got Keanu Reeves. Is that
Keanu's
the
in it.
one?
Yeah, it's got so many.
Okay,
people.
I'm
Giovanni
forgetting you.
Ribisi, Katie
I'm
Holmes
thinking
is
of
in
the
it,
main girl.
and there's a reason Katie Holmes is in it, and there's a reason we like it because she's in it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But that's a great. Keanu is great because he plays like a bad guy where he doesn't normally do that.
That's a good movie, man. Nobody brings that up anymore.
I love that movie, dude.
And
That's one of his sleepers.
I love Drag Me to Hell. I love that movie
Me too.
so much. That movie to me is the
Freaked me
unofficial Army of Darkness 2 or
Yeah.
Evil Dead 4 or whatever
You know,
you
and
want to call it.
He
I
did
believe
work
it
with
being
the
the-
Coen brothers on some films, right? So like he was involved in Blood Simple and A Simple Plan. They all were like kind of like working together and doing things at the time, doing really great stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's even this there was like this app a few years back. I can't remember the name, but they were trying to do like short form fucking TV and stuff. And he had this show that he was promoting called like 50 States of Fright. And it was like anthology, but they would release like, it would be like 3-part episodes or something, 3-4 parts. And they were like 10 minutes each or whatever. But it was really fucking good show because it was like, 4 parts, but every 4 parts was like a new episode. And he was bringing in like, if you go back, you can kind of see some of these younger directors that he was kind of giving a spotlight to.
Yeah.
But I wish I could find it. I wish they
been
put that out on
something-
physical.
That's always been something that's important to Sam Raimi is paying it back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like
Big time.
people helped him get into this industry, and he's been using that position to help filmmakers. And he's been doing this since the 80s and the 90s, right?
And he's
like,
big time
he was
doing it
when
right
he did
now.
The Grudge, even even though I don't like the American version of The Grudge,
how many people got their start through Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, and Xena Warrior Princess?
Yep.
And I
we
used to
forget
love
his
those
involvement with that sometimes,
Yeah.
Fable. So thank you for bringing that up, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't even know.
He
that.
did the what was the show everybody loved on Stars with all the blood and tits? Spartacus or some
Oh
shit?
really?
Was it Spartacus? Was that the big show?
That would
I
make
think so.
sense because
Yeah.
Ash versus Evil Dead was on Stars.
Oh yeah,
So that would make- he
was
had
that
a
the name of the
relation.
show? Was it Spartacus? Because that's the show.
I'm
The one
not
with
sure.
The dude from The Mummy and Xena's in it with her tits. There's like titties and there's like a lot of gore and shit like that. That's Sam Raimi too, y'all. Sam Raimi's dope.
Yeah.
By the way, if you like Sam Raimi, he's going to be at Scarefest this year in Lexington, Kentucky in October.
God.
Everybody should join. Tell him Rock and Roll.
Mhm.
I want him to make another fucking movie though, man. Like,
Yeah, even that Crawl
produces too
movie,
much,
that
man. I want
crocodile
him to make
movie.
shit, yeah.
Sam
Did
Raimi?
you see Send Help? Yeah, it was Spartacus.
Yeah, Send Help was his newest movie. I love that fucking
Yeah,
movie.
I mean, I like that one too.
Did you watch that one yet, Fable?
No.
It's what streaming
Did
service
you
is
even know
on
that
right
was
now.
him?
No. I
Dude,
have no idea.
Send Help is fucking awesome. That movie came out March, right? That movie was awesome.
It might
That
be
was
on
my
Hulu.
favorite movie of the year until I watched Obsession, which
Yeah.
then became my favorite movie of the year until I watched The Odyssey.
Yeah, he's been. I mean, producing wise, you really just like don't understand until you look at his producer credits. I mean, he's been just he's put out a lot of
he has a
good shit.
certain. When we were doing Dark Man, which is another Raimi joint, when we were doing Dark Man, I had said on that stream, it was like, there is something about him that is uniquely him, and nobody else has that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know it when
And it's like angles and editing, and it's like there's so much to a Sam Raimi film. It's a
And he has
style
that quirkiness.
that doesn't become. It doesn't like it's stylized, but it doesn't become like a crutch that he leans on.
Yeah.
Because plenty of movies he's done don't do that. Like For Love of the Game, which maybe not my favorite film, but because I think out of the 3 Kevin Costner baseball films, only one is good. That's Bull Durham, right? That means I don't like Field of Dreams, y'all. So hot take there. But even that movie is like, it's a different style, but very technically sound, right?
Yeah.
Like if Sam Raimi can do a Hollywood picture, but he can also do like, I mean, they did Evil Dead on their own in a random decrepit cabin in Tennessee.
Yeah,
You know, I challenge you to a game of horseshoes, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That Tennessee, man. Like, I've been in Tennessee. I live in Alabama. I don't know which one's scarier.
Yeah. I mean, go back and watch the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 1. Just watch it. And you'll see so much Sam Raimi isms there.
There are bits that were filmed for Darkman that are used in that Spider-Man film.
Yeah, man. Like,
and
I was
you
watching
really see it in Spider-Man 2 when Doc Ock's arms come to life.
When he flies away in the fucking wing thing, and he's like, "I'll get you again, Spider-Man."
Even the Green Goblin, man. Nobody's done.
So Raimi, dude.
Like the Andrew Garfield Goblin was terrible compared to Raimi. Like, I know, like you kind of look at that mask now and you might think it seems a little goofy, but I remember seeing that as a kid and I was like, "Holy shit, bro!" And Willem Dafoe was fucking terrifying.
It's crazy that whole thing, because like he actually envisioned it to be an animatronic mask, and they tested it, and we've all seen. It looks amazing. But then we find
it was the more comics accurate one.
We got a new Spider-Man movie coming out, but that last Spider-Man movie, what was that? Far From Home, or was that No Way Home? Right, with all the different Spider-Man.
Yeah, No Way Home. No Way Home.
You don't need to put a mask on Willem Dafoe to make him look like the fucking Green Goblin, right? like there you go.
Yeah,
like he didn't need a mask.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
He looks more like the Green Goblin in that movie than he did with that Power Rangers helmet on, man.
I love too that Eggers speaking of Defoe, and I only say it because that werewolf trailer just dropped for Eggers.
Oh my god, that trailer is so good.
Oh my god, bro, I'm so excited. Like,
you got to
I love werewolves,
and you got to be a real nerd. You got to know who Robert Eggers is, and you got to know that this is a werewolf movie for that trailer.
Dude, man, I'm so excited.
That fucking dude. We're covering that, right? It's gonna be the year-end show because it comes out around Christmas.
Of course,
shit, right?
Of course,
everybody looks like they have some sort of genetic disease.
I'll be there day one.
Fucking kick ass. What's his name? Aaron something? What's his fucking name?
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, dude. Straight up. Looks like a wolf man already.
Johnny Depp's daughter. Yeah, he's got the beard and everything, and he's fucking cock diesel right now. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm just like, and you can just see like the last 10 years of his craft is just like he's flexing every muscle in that trailer, because I'm just like,
good choices
oh my
too, man.
god, bro.
It's
beautiful.
Isn't he using like some sort of original camera or old fucking camera to film it or something like that?
Yes.
I wouldn't doubt. Yeah,
Because
I would
he's
not
even
doubt.
more pretentious than fucking Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. Yeah. He goes crazy like with how like, you know, he studies like how it was back then. That's why like people were, you know, pissed about, like they were thrown off with the mustache with Nosferatu, but that's how it
Yeah.
was. If you would
But-
have been, you know, a Romanian
Not to
fucking
sidetrack
big
too
guy or
much,
whatever the fuck.
but in 2017, when The Witch and Hereditary were blowing up for A24, who would have thought it would have been Robert Eggers with the more
Yeah.
successful long-term career
Seriously,
over Ari
that's a good
Aster,
point.
right?
Yeah. Ari Aster's gone down for me, man. I
So
mean,
it's a good year for horror, man.
sad to
Good
say.
year for horror.
I haven't even checked out his Eddington yet.
I haven't watched Eddington, but I love Beau is Afraid. I love that movie, dude.
I did like that one, but it's a long
Plus,
one, and
dude, I don't know, lifelong dream of mine seeing Parker Posey just fucking seeing.
You're
all
the
of
only
Parker
one I
Posey,
can
dude.
fucking talk to about that fucking ending scene, man. Because I like it's no Two Gun Scarlet, none of them, even Evan. No one's watched it because they're like, man, it's so long. Like nobody gives it the shot. That fucking ending,
such
bro.
a
With
good
that
movie, dude.
big,
Such a good movie.
but
Well,
yeah.
which one are
It's
you
got-
talking about? The Witch?
Beau is
that Beau is
Afraid.
Afraid
Oh,
with
Beau's
Joaquin
Afraid. I've never seen
Phoenix.
that.
Ari Aster, who
I think
did
that-
Hereditary and Midsummer, his third movie is Beau is Afraid, and he just did Eddington. But like nobody, like he did those two movies, and then nobody really cares.
He's been produced, and then he's kind of been producing a little bit too. I've noticed.
He's trying to step away from horror. Which
Yeah.
Robert Eggers is like
Jumping
he
in.
did that with Northman, and Northman was the one movie of his nobody gave a fuck about.
Yeah.
But that movie's fucking brilliant too, man.
You know what's fucking crazy? I guess Evan watched Eddington and he really liked it. I guess they're doing 2 Christmas carols. And Robert Eggers is doing a Christmas Carol, I believe. I think, isn't that right, Evan? Is it Christmas Carol?
Robert Eggers doing
which-
Christmas Carol would be fucking
I believe-
badass, dude.
That's
a
what I'm
ghost
saying.
story, man.
But I think Ty West is also doing one. They're doing 2 of them. Ty
no
West.
way. That's
Yes, I
ridiculous.
swear to God, because we were like Ty West, and it's like, why are they doing 2? But when we heard Eggers, we were like, holy shit.
Eggers,
that is
that
perfect.
makes sense. Ty West, though,
Yeah.
that's weird. Ty
And
West
it's weird
should
to do
redo
2 of them.
Scrooged, and Robert Eggers should do the more classic Christmas
Yeah.
Carol.
First of all,
By the way, the
nobody should
scariest
touch-
version of Christmas Carol is Scrooge.
Nobody should touch Scrooge.
Eggers is
Scrooge
perfect for
perfect
Christmas
the way
Carol.
it is.
You're right. You're right. You're right,
Don't
Faith.
touch Scrooge.
I guess Ty
Yeah.
West already started filming. I wonder, because Eggers is probably
That's crazy.
finishing
They're
editing
both
on
A24
Werewolf.
darlings, right? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they are.
That's nuts.
And Depp is in Scrooge.
In ties. Oh,
Scrooge
wow.
and Ties. Yeah.
You know what? I'll
So-
watch both of them, motherfuckers.
I'm going to watch them both because I love both of them, but I do think Eggers is going to be more like what we want.
Ty to me has a really
Oh, and
good-
Defoe is Scrooge and Eggers.
he has a really good eye for like old aesthetics. Like when I watch Pearl and I watch Maxine, he does those eras very well. Like and if he could set a horror movie in one of those time periods, I think it'll rock, man.
Oh, like maybe he does
Yeah.
a different take, like a different period.
Well,
Yeah.
Eggers, I
when
think,
X
would
came
feel,
out-
especially with Defoe, would feel more like a more period Christmas
Right.
Carol. And he'll probably
We
even
all
film it
wanted-
with the cameras that were used during the time Dickens was writing that fucking novel or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You know, it's funny. Well, maybe Ty didn't want to, but since A24 got TCM, it's kind of funny because we always said like when X came
Yeah,
out,
Ty West
Ty
should
would have
do
been
that,
perfect. But no, it's going to be the Obsession guy.
yeah, because he
which
was going
I'm-
after it, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, Evil Dead Burn.
Let's get into it now.
Loved-
30 minutes into
Yeah.
the show.
Well,
Let's
we,
get
we're talking about Sam Raimi and what the
I know, I'm
Evil
just
Dead
fucking with you.
franchise meant to us,
I'm fucking
So
with you, bro.
I know. But yeah, I wanted to make it more interesting since I heard your feelings about it. And just because it's more than just one movie. This is a whole franchise to us that is super important to us, and means a lot. And I know, like, even if you don't like the next, I know you didn't like Rise, but I knew you were still gonna go see Burnt because you want. You know what I mean? It's like one of those franchises you love. but I loved Rise. I was iffy with the ending. I still am, but I've grown to love Rise even more and more as I've watched it. I think it's fucking gorgeously shot. I love it, but I also love this new age of, Evil Dead films where I know a lot of people are like having a hard time transitioning where it's like they're just like these aren't like as goofy and silly like the Ash ones, but we don't have Ash no more. And you can't mimic Sam Raimi. You really
And
can't. So it's like
it's not what Raimi wants. All three of
no,
these movies are produced by Tapper,
I would
Raimi,
say
and
and
Campbell. All three of
And
them.
it's not what the original
It's
film
not.
was.
Yeah, it's not what they
no.
want.
The
And
original film
Sam
has a
Raimi,
tree assault. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
yeah, it
I
was
would
a
say you
video
don't get
nasty,
that
the original
goofiness
one.
until the second. You don't really get that goofiness until the second one either.
Yeah.
And
And Army of
this
Darkness is a
is,
whole different kind of genre film
of
in a way,
course,
right?
and this is another chance where Sam Raimi is also, he's giving like these guys are new. I think this was like one of his second movies he ever directed. So like, another thing where we said he's giving back,
The guy who
and
directed this one?
yeah,
Yeah, it's
he
his
did
second
that
because
one
he did
Shutter movie. Yeah,
Infested, right? He did
yeah, which I
Infested.
like that. I did like that one.
I haven't
But
seen that one.
if you don't like this movie, I still think this movie is shot really well. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Evan went to see this, and I was a little fucking nervous in the opening because the opening of Rise is fucking amazing. I
Agreed.
love the opening of Rise. And I don't think the opening of this is as good as Rise. But I think I like the ending of this better than I do Rises. Just because I don't like the fucking combined Deadites. I just thought that was kind of weird. I didn't really like it. But it's like, man, they go so CGI heavy on both endings with this. But one of the things, man, it's all about trauma in this. That's everyone's favorite thing is trauma, trauma, trauma. Um, but I was a little nervous too with that main actress because in that opening when she goes like "go to hell" or whatever to that guy to her boyfriend, I was like, whoa, is it just me or does she like seem really bad? Um, but I think she gets better. I do think she gets better. Just for something about that opening, I was like, I'm not feeling her as an actress. Something is like off. Um, but I think she does better for the rest of the movie. I think the father, he's incredible. He's a great deadite. And he does a great job of showing like what, one of those fathers that he's got the cherished son and then the fucking little pipsqueak son that he treats like shit. And it's a big reason why the father, probably passed down his fucking anger and trauma to the cherished one who beats on his girlfriend. And then the pipsqueak is the good one who treats his girl right. You know what I mean? Um, and then the mom who, my perfect boy, all this, and the family's everything. But also one of my favorite things before I forget, because this has been a while, and I didn't actually watch any YouTube videos to kind of refresh them. We were talking about that, Robbie, like because it's been like a week and a half. Um, fucking, I love how they bring it back because this was something left out of trailers where you're figuring like, what's this family have to do, because they were kind of hinting at things, and then you find out that the mother is the daughter of the original guy that was at the cabin in the woods in the OG movie. So I liked how they brought that back and connected everything.
Not the original guy, but it's a guy who knows.
I thought it was.
No, it's not the original guy, but it's like a guy who's in the same circle of people, right?
Well, because then they
Abel?
bring
You
that,
just
the
watched it today,
cult.
right? So
I thought
I
it was
got
the original guy.
I got the impression that it's like the grandfather is like a friend of this guy, but it's not the guy from the original cabin. Fable, do you remember that from today when you watched it?
I thought it was the dude.
That's what I thought too.
Oh, maybe y'all are right.
Maybe it wasn't
Because
they're not very super clear on a lot of it. They throw in bits and pieces of it, but it's I don't know. I don't know if they're like spell it out for you kind of thing.
Well, like for instance, that Kandorian dagger, the one that they pick at first that doesn't work, is the one that works in the original Evil Dead.
Right.
But then in some of those videos I watched, they were saying that these last two films, Rise and Burn, make the 2013. It's not a remake; it's part of the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
and
a
then
sequel.
somebody pointed out that the guy on the tape in this movie, you see a picture very quickly when they're going through the house, and the picture looks like it's Bruce Campbell.
Yes, I did hear that. I don't know if that's like meant to be Bruce Campbell or if
Not
that's
meaning
just
that
like a
it's
fun little
Ash,
cameo.
right?
Yeah.
But like, you know, maybe it's just him, like, because he produced the film.
Because I think there's also because they, you know, there's film footage or whatever, you know, on the reels. And I think they also use Ash's voice for a split second in some of it too.
But he's definitely part of a group of people that are studying this or trying to stop it or whatever the hell they're thinking.
That's what I heard from some videos that I watched today, because I did need the refresher, right? But like, they were saying that like it wasn't the original guy with remember his wife was in the cellar,
right?
So that was Henrietta, right? So like it's not the wife who's the grandmother in this movie. By the way, that's a great fucking Deadite character, is the grandma. Like when she turns, and then that like little post credits thing was fucking pretty cool. So I think it's somebody like, meaning that like he's another scholar in this. I don't remember what they called them, but the circle of whatever the fuck,
the wise men or some shit like that.
some shit like that. And
Circle
that's definitely
of the wise men.
Because there's another one coming, Evil Dead Wrath, which is set to be a prequel
before the original,
because it takes place in like 72 or something like that. Which I'm excited for that. Let's go there. It feels to me they're trying to build up a lore to expand on the franchise. Right? That's definitely what they're doing, but I think they're doing it in a little bit of an ass backwards way. Maybe we should have gotten the prequel first. I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, they kind of fucked up with part 1,
or even after Rise.
They didn't have the rights to their own movie when they made part 2. So they had to like do a recap, and that's why everybody thought that part 2 was a remake of part 1, but it really wasn't. It was a continuation. But it's just the recap didn't have the events of part 1 because
it's like the first 20 minutes is a recap of it, right? Where they recap it without all the extra characters.
Right.
And if anybody doesn't know, it's easy, man. Like Evil Dead 1 ends with the evil approaching Ash.
Right.
Boom. And then there's that moment in Evil Dead 2 where that happens after all of the tragedy.
It just continues.
Right?
And I heard when they made Army of Darkness, they lost the rights to Evil Dead 2.
They did.
Fucking crazy. Yeah. What's going on? Like,
I was saying it's two different. I think 3 different companies film. Like different company did 1 because I was independent. Different company did 2, and then
why there's
I
never
think
really
Warner Brothers did 3.
That's why there's never been a good box set, right?
Yeah.
I would say because even that Lionsgate, it's 1, 2. At the Groovy collection, it's 1, 2, and then the show.
Yeah, even in comic books, there's an Army of Darkness license and an Evil Dead license.
That's
2 separate licenses, right?
Yeah. So and they definitely I guess that would make more sense because the grandmother's alive. So Rogue clicks. I think the grandpa worked alongside Professor Raymond Noby as part of the secretive order known as the Circle of Wise Men.
Dude, imagine calling yourselves that, the Circle of Wise Men. What a bunch of pretentious bastards, man. They're more pretentious than Robert Eggers and Christopher Nolan by calling themselves the Circle of Wise Men.
So when Rise came out, they introduced that second book, basically, and that's what I had heard, that, these new
there's
directors.
Supposed to be 3 Necronomicons, right?
Yeah.
That's like in the
Because from what I've been told is that Sam Raimi basically has like a Bible, and that's what these directors are kind of going from, and they're working obviously with Sam and figuring out, what they want to do.
One thing that disappoints me about this movie is, where's the Necronomicon?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's not really a part. Like, I actually like the idea that now the Deadites have enough power that they are now the ones conjuring. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to step on you. I don't want to step on you, Dylan, but one thing I really love about this movie is the opening. Now, I love the opening of Evil Dead Rise. I don't really like the rest of the movie. The opening of this movie, when she's able to boil the fucking water.
I know, that was crazy.
that's a whole other thing. Like the Deadites seem to be rising in power, but there's like no real Necronomicon. I don't really like feel a connection there. And
you gotta remember though, it's a continuation of Rise. The dead are already there, so they don't really have to. So
they're
that's
already
another.
risen.
That's because we thought me and Evan were like, they didn't really have the book. They kind of have the pages or whatever, but the Deadites are already
remember,
there.
in official lore, to the official theatrical release of Army of Darkness, the dead never got finished. Once that got read in 1981 or whatever the fuck Evil Dead was, they were risen. They never got like completely
put back in the box.
It never happened.
Also, I've heard people say that because remember, there's the 3 books, but 2 of them are supposed to be fake. I guess I've heard that has been retconned, and they're all
they're all real.
Because that's like the big thing. Where I think at this point we've only seen 2, because we see the one maybe from the originals, and then the one that's found in Rise, unless there is a third, maybe I don't know.
And then Bath will probably introduce something else, right? And eventually they're going to bring all 3 together to do something, right?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I'd love it. If we could just get a cameo of Ash one day, just to kind of tie to, especially because praying for him, man. I know he's sick right now. But yeah, I had a blast with Burn. It was fucking gory, had great kills. I was disappointed because I wish I stayed away from the trailer. They showed way too many kills in the trailer. But it was a great movie. I think it was shot really well. I do have, some nitpicks. But I think it was good, they always, this is one of those, they do small sets, they make these tight movies, in a house, in an apartment, in a cabin, and they work with what they got, and to me they always do something really cool, even though you're like, I kind of seen these things before, but I just still never get sick of it, but in a way I'm still like, I'm glad that they are going back, because then that will be something different, because you're still just kind of doing the same thing, but in different ways. Even though I don't get sick of it, I still want, I want to change the pace, because, I want to see what they're planning too with this fucking universe, and it's like, where the fuck do you go from here? Especially because they change a lot of rules too, where they transfer Deadites through fucking like kissing and all this shit, and then like how they were kind of able to fight it, how like the mom was able to kind of fight it a little bit.
You used to be able to shoot a Deadite in the head and kill it, right?
Yeah.
But this guy shoots himself in the head 3 times,
like 5 fucking times. Yeah,
and he's fine. And then,
I mean,
slight spoilers, but the whole ending, like, y'all remember Evil Dead Rise? That bitch burned the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right?
I say it starts with the guy fucking in the casket on fire, and he just touches his father, and then that's how it kind of all starts. And fucking the dog, bro. Like, I did not think, because I saw the trailer, so I seen the dog in a scene which I thought would be the end. Turns out he's a fucking Deadite dog, which I don't think that's been done before. Maybe in the show, if I'm not mistaken.
Too much dog trauma.
But that was man.
These last couple weeks, Dylan.
I hate that, man. I hate it. That was one of my favorite. Like, that's one of the scenes that gets me in the Odyssey. But yeah. So overall, I quite enjoyed the film. Fable. What did you think, man? Because this one's fresh in your mind. So I know this franchise is as important to you as it is to me, and as much as it is to Robbie. This one might even be your most important one. I don't know if you put this before Hellraiser. I feel like this might be even before Hellraiser for you.
Evil Dead will always hold a special place in my heart, because the first one was the first horror movie I had ever seen.
I thought so.
Evil Dead 1 was my first horror movie. It was it was quite traumatizing when I was young. I used to have crazy nightmares, but I was also very fascinated of why I was so scared of this thing. So yeah, and you know, as it progressed, it got funnier. Yeah, it got more slapsticky, but I don't know. I didn't mind it. I loved the insanity that was Evil Dead 2. With everything laughing at him in the cabin and shit, the fucking moose head, and I don't know. I
Hell
enjoyed it.
yeah.
And then when he went into Evil, you know, Army of Darkness and the fucking medieval times and shit, and had all those puns, and I was just with it. I just loved Ash at that point. Ash was just
Hell yeah.
great to me. You know, we were just watching Big Trouble in Little Chinatown, and Ash is that same kind of hero as Kurt Russell's
Hmm.
character, right?
Yeah.
Like the in you know, unreliable hero. Like he's not really a hero. He kind of falls into being a hero, kind of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ash has all those qualities, and I love his character. It was when I saw Evil Dead 2013, I was actually a little disappointed. I was so excited to see it, but I was disappointed because there was none of that in that movie. There was none of
Yeah.
the slapstick and none of it. And then I had to like readjust,
Me
right? Like you
too.
said,
Same.
fans got to kind of readjust, and then it tried to take it back to the roots, the first
Yeah.
one, right? And I'm pretty sure for somebody a lot younger, it might be fucking terrifying because
Yeah.
um that movie was brutal, and I think this movie is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
You know, when he attacks Homeboy's girl in the car, that shit was no joke. He was
Oof, yeah.
decking the shit out of her with
Yeah.
some crazy shit in his hand and just cutting her face like pow, pow, pow. The son threw his ass through the fucking car. This movie is brutal. People get thrown through fucking walls
Dude.
and
There's some
floors and
crazy
ceilings.
action scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, they get fucking hung when the bitch went upside down in the bathroom and hung her with a bag. I'm like, holy shit, bro. There's a lot of fucking brutality in this movie. And um I enjoyed it, right? Like I loved how brutal this fucking movie is. It's
Me
a
too.
little light on story. It doesn't push the overall lore of Evil Dead 2 forward.
Yeah.
It's really just about the
I think that
terrorizing.
family, like Circle of Wise Men and
Yeah,
stuff, is like the saving grace. Because other than
yeah,
that, it's like the trauma shit is
yeah,
just, to me,
yeah.
is very thin.
But it's also reminiscent of a lot of our favorite movies in the 80s, right? Like a lot of them was just that. It was killer
Yeah.
arrives, everybody dies one by one, right? And worse,
Of
more
course.
progressing, worse ways. And this movie has that. This movie is that. Even at the end when she's fighting sort of like a skeleton, hey man, isn't that fucking Dream Warrior or one of these fucking Freddy movies? Freddy's a skeleton and shit. And we love that shit, right? Like, so you can't really like hate
Some
on it too
Harryhausen
much.
bullshit, man. I love it.
Yeah. Um,
Hell yeah.
the only knock I would have on it to me is one, I think it's a little slow to start actually. But when it does kick in, it kicks in like really crazy. And I think the marketing failed this movie in a lot of ways. Because I feel like I've seen everything in the marketing that's in this movie. Like, there's not
Yeah.
really a Deadite that surprised me.
Yeah.
Thought I was gonna miss something. Like there was
You
gonna
you
Only
be
thing
like,
even
that
you even
surprised
know
me
that
was
the
the Wise Men and the family like
yeah,
connection.
yeah
Other than that,
you
I
even
knew like everything.
well you even know that the like the girlfriend of the brother is going to die because she's the one that does the candle bit, which was the big
Yeah.
part of the trailer, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that she gets the fucking thing through her face.
Yeah.
The seat.
But
The seat, goddamn, with that
that
fucking
shit was crazy.
bruh.
Yeah, this movie is fucking brutal as hell.
See, like,
Um,
Dugan didn't see the trailers. I envy him for that because it's like
yeah,
you don't see the
don't see
trailers,
the
you go
trailers,
into
bro.
this shit like, oh my
Yeah, you're
god,
gonna be like,
the tra-
holy shit. Yeah. It was not only was it gory and brutal, but it was kind of disgusting. Like one of the most disgusting parts. Sorry, Two Gun. I don't know. Maybe you should turn this off. But when she kissed her husband,
Oh my
Oh my
gosh, I know.
God. I was like wanting to throw up in my mouth. I was like, oh. I looked at my wife. I was like, oh, this is probably the most disgusting scene in this
You
movie.
haven't kissed me like that in years.
Yo.
That's when I would have looked at my girl and kissed her.
Oh shit! Give me some sugar, baby.
But and it did have its like little comedic moments too, which I enjoy. You know, the old lady, she was funny as fuck. She was like, she took my
Yeah,
money and shit like
I
that.
say, I say, she was like the comedic bit in the whole
Yeah,
fucking
Are
movie,
you
dude.
here to give back what you stole?
yeah, exactly.
You
And
non-white person.
He took
there was
my
even
pocketbook.
there was even some jump scares in here where I was like, whoa, that one got me. Okay, that one got me. Like 2 or 3 times, I kind of like, whoa, that was quick. But you know, I enjoyed it. I think there could have been more. Like Robbie said, where's the Necronomicon? Right? Like, let's move this story forward in a sort of way. Right? It's always like book opens, people die, whatever. By the third movie in the Freddy franchise, like we knew he was the son of 1,000 maniacs. We knew he did all this shit and the parents and the kid, right? Like there was just so much more lore by the third or fourth movie of these franchises. I think they haven't really done much to move shit forward with this movie. But I liked it. I
Yeah,
liked it
thread in
for
it.
yeah. I liked it for its brutality. I liked it I liked it for its comedy and you know deadites, demons. I love demons, bro. Those are my favorite monsters. Like you know, people love fucking well werewolves and vampire demons are my favorite fucking creatures. And they don't disappoint.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
deadites in this movie are great.
yeah. They sure are. They sure are. So overall, you sound like you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got some
I
gripes,
really
not
like.
perfect. You
Yeah, I'm
like
like
this better
you.
than Rise?
I'm I liked Rise too. Yeah, I think I like this one better than Rise. I think
I
2013
was
is still
kind of
better
liking it.
than both of them.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah. I was just watching a little bit of 2013. I don't know. I love Rise, man, but it's like I think I like
well, Rise
Rise.
probably has the best Deadite with the
Yeah,
mom.
and that's why. Yeah,
Yeah, she's
you seen the ending credits, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
which
the
that's another
mom,
thing. Bringing back a Deadite has never been really done before like that.
no,
So that's another interesting thing
she's one of the great Deadites in the whole franchise. But
for
I think
sure.
this franchise is with this movie added on top of it. I think it's a pretty solid franchise, man. You got you know your first
Oh, for
trilogy.
sure.
I think your second trilogy is pretty solid.
I don't think there's a bad film in
Yeah,
any of them, in my opinion. I know some people didn't like Rise. There's
yeah.
probably people that
It's
don't like
it's not
Burn.
it's not
There's
a
some people that don't like the 2013 one.
yeah.
So
It's not an A24 make you think, you know, artsy type of like script or anything. It is just straight fucking murder
yeah,
from beginning to end. But I dig it, man. As a guy who loves
and that
practical effects and makeup and the crazy ways that this shit could go down, I
yeah.
dug it, man.
I never thought too the director for Burn was like it's kind of crazy how like you got to think about this some of these scenes is like action scenes the way you got to choreograph some of these scenes like and I was like holy shit like some of these scenes are so brutal and visceral and like and especially in this one like that car scene it's like these are like crazy ass fucking brutal
That car
horror
scene
action
was
scenes.
fire. That car scene, as
Yeah,
far as horror, brutality, and shit like that, that car scene is fire, dude.
yeah,
And I love the whole dishwasher shit too. Dishwasher
yeah,
shit was dope.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that she the girlfriend was a good deadite because even she's
yeah,
like you wouldn't kill your father but you'll stab me like the
yeah,
deadites are just always so good at just fucking with these people, you know what I mean? And that's
psychological,
the one
yeah.
thing I love about them. But yeah, I'm surprised Robbie you never saw 2013. um I wonder if you'd like that
one. I
one.
haven't seen it, man. So
Yeah,
I
I'd be
really
curious
want
if
to.
you'd like that.
I really want to.
And then because that's Fable's favorite one. It's on HBO Max.
Well,
I
I'm
have the
about to meet the
4K shit.
director of it, so I really need to watch it, right?
Yeah,
Because he did the
So,
same
yeah.
guy did Alien Romulus, which I really liked. So
yeah. He's great. He's great. I think he's another one I always watch out for. So yeah, Robbie, what did you think, brother?
Well, you've already kind of like told everybody what I thought, right? Or alluded to it, right? Because I did say,
you spoiled yourself, man.
well, I did.
I
I did tell many people I hated it, right? So I didn't really like
All
it.
these people here, they already heard. So
I know. And so yeah, I didn't really like it that much. But you know what? There are things I liked about it. I do think it looks great. I think the cinematography is amazing. I don't necessarily like the new. I do like the new Deadite look, but I don't like it better than the original Deadite look with the milky white eyes and the obvious major appliance of like physical makeup on them and shit like that, right? Like when they first in Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, those Deadites are fucking amazing. Like Henry, like in the cellar in both movies, like all the different people in the cellar popping out of it, the fucking people getting up there, the way they float, it's really fucking cool. Like I said earlier, I like the opening of the film. I really, really do. I like that they can boil the water. I like the floaty stuff. I do like, first of all, like I think any possession movie, and so the Evil Dead films are demon films, right? There was a time, I remember when I was younger, and I thought, are these zombie films or are they demon films? They're kind of like a mixture of the two, but they're definitely demon films. And they firmly rest there because there's not enough demon films that are not just like doing your religious kind of guilt kind of thematic material that The Exorcist and all of its copies do, right? Like, not saying that The Exorcist isn't one of the greatest horror films of all time. It is, and it is one of the scariest films of all time, alongside the original Evil Dead, in my opinion, Fable. So I love that when you brought that up. I would say the dishwasher bit was done better in the Chucky series that they did on Peacock and shit like that. Like,
oh yeah, I forgot.
I think they did the dishwasher bit better. So Don Mancini, I think, won that one. I actually do love what I feel is an expansion of the lore here a little bit, with tying in this idea of a guild of wise men, a circle of wise men or whatever, like something that's out there, and like tying in the dagger and then showing us that the dagger's not, they're doing like a Holy Grail kind of like a Last Crusade kind of thing there, right? Where the guy grabs the wrong fucking one because it's more
a dagger that you think it would be. Like I was like, that's the one, and then it's like this little piece of shit.
But remember, they never stopped the evil in the original Evil Dead movie. They never stopped it. So that was the wrong.
So that was the wrong one.
They pulled the Indiana.
That's the one on the Steel book too.
They pulled
Last Crusade. Yeah, with the Holy Grail. Where he picks the one that looks more ornate, right? And it's wrong. But it makes sense, man. I think there's a long-term plan here where they're doing Evil Dead Wrath, which is a prequel, which is going to set some of this shit up. But it was the dagger from the first movie. But what a lot of people do not remember, because each movie is very different in this franchise. Like I haven't seen the 2013 one. But even Rise and Burn are more similar than Evil Dead to Evil Dead 2 to Army of Darkness, right? Those are three different styles of movies. So I actually really think that they're attempting to try to tie things together, because the evil doesn't die in the first Evil Dead. It doesn't die in Evil Dead 2. It gets transferred to the past. And what does that movie tell us? Both endings of that film. What does it tell us? Ash said the words wrong. Ash didn't end the evil. The evil is still out there. It's already risen. It rose in Tennessee in 1981, whatever the fuck, right? So I like that deepening of the entire story. I do think that this propels the story forward just a little bit. I also like the brutality of this movie. I like that it goes for it because the first Evil Dead goes for it. There's a tree rape scene in this movie, in the first one, right? Right. Like, and that's a movie that some people say, that's kind of a problematic scene. Yeah, it should be problematic. This is about demons possessing your loved ones.
It's uncomfortable.
Y'all. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. And a lot of reviews when this movie came out were negative, and those negative reviews mostly said this movie's too mean. Yeah. It's not. This is not Terrifier. There's exactly a reason for this.
Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck it's supposed to be.
Yeah, a lot of people were really praising it, right? Like the pre-screenings, like a lot of the YouTubers, like the ones that I watch for horror content.
Yeah,
all of them were praising it.
I watch Cody Leach. I watch Drum Dums. I watch is it Jeremy or Jeffrey Johns? I can't ever remember. He's my favorite. Jeremy Johns, I think, or whatever.
Yeah. Jeremy Johns, I think.
The guy with the red screen and the jacket.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that guy, dude. I really do like that. I want to meet him. I want to have him on the show. We should invite him on sometime.
Yeah, I watch all those guys too, and 3C's another one that I like to watch too.
He aligns a lot with me on like more popular popcorny type movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really do appreciate it. I think he understands cinema. And a lot of people don't, I think, give him the credit for, because Chris Stuckman is somebody who, for instance, wants to show you that he's trying to understand film. And Johns is somebody that just kind of like understands films and just talks about it.
Hated Johns when he shitted all over Supergirl.
I didn't like that movie that much either. So I appreciate the brutality in the movie, but dude, I thought that candle bit was dumb as shit, dude. I don't know what y'all are into, but I have had candle wax dropped on me. Not saying that I want to drink a whole fucking thing of candle wax down my, but I don't think it's as bad as they were trying to make it seem. They could have really went heavier in a movie called Evil Dead Burn with the candle scene, in my opinion. Too much CG in this movie.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Don't like that.
Yeah.
There's a tonal clash, and I think it's because this movie tries to be funny. That scene when they have the funeral. First of all,
oh my god, the construction.
I understand that this dude was an abusive asshole who beat you and emotionally manipulated you and abused you. I get that, but you also know that his family is a piece of shit too.
Yeah.
Just put on some decent clothes to the fucking funeral, and you skirt past a lot of bullshit in this fucking movie.
They didn't even say anything for him.
She know it right there, and then so they do that bit. They do that bit where they're doing the construction. Y'all, I'm sorry, that does not fit the tone of this fucking movie. Like they're trying to be funny, and I get it. Evil Dead 2 is funny. There are parts in the first Evil Dead that are funny, but not necessarily fully intentionally. A lot of it's because of the age and the budget constraints of the film. But the first Evil Dead is played very straight. Evil Dead 2 is very slapstick. And Evil Dead 3 is like an adventure, like romp.
Yeah. I don't think even think that's funny.
You can't like, they're trying to, I think, appropriate 3 tones for 3 completely different movies for now a franchise that has to have a direction.
The grandma stuff's funny, but I think that construction bit at the funeral or whatever, I thought that was kind of just dumb and awkward.
I think it's what the young kids call cringy.
Offensive. Yeah.
Also, the characters are fucking whack, dude. And in the third act, they are even more whack. They make the dumbest fucking decisions. Like every fucking buddy in this movie makes the worst decisions. Like, girl, don't show up to your husband's. I'm sorry he was abusive. I get it. But you know his family. You know that there's a business there. Just show up not in slippers. You know what I'm saying? You may be a mess inside. We've all been to funerals. We've all been to funerals. We're all a mess inside. You got to put yourself together, especially when you know that the family's going to be dick cheeses. Right?
Yeah.
It just fucked the whole goddamn thing up. Also, who is living in this fucking house? Who is living in this goddamn house?
No.
Like the fucking young brother, apparently. That's dumb
I guess
as
that's
shit.
the point.
It's
I guess
dumb as
that's the
shit.
point of it, is that house was given to him, like it's like a getaway house, and
Yeah.
the dad's like, you haven't fucking been keeping up with it or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, not to
Or
ramble
that's
too
where
much,
he's been like
but
writing his book or whatever.
that's pretty much all the notes I have. Oh, the biggest note I have. Here we go. It commits the unforgivable sin of a movie, and in particular, for me, an Evil Dead movie. It's boring at times. It gets boring to me because it feels predictable, feels been there, done that, trying too hard, not working, and just kind of it fell a little bit flat for me. That's what I thought. But there are things I like about it. So there you go.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, the father,
it was not perfect, that's for sure.
the father to me was too on the nose, meaning like he was just destined to be a fucking deadite. I mean,
he's at an 11 the whole time.
Yeah,
right?
he's a prick from the very beginning. He looks pale and gaunt, and I'm like, he's definitely going to be one of them, 100%.
He honestly might be my favorite character, Fable. So to be honest with you,
yeah.
Well, you know what?
I would him and the grandma.
I would have enjoyed him being a lot more nicer, maybe even jovial, so that when he turns, it's like, holy shit, you know what I mean?
You're right.
Like,
it's too obvious that he turns at first, man.
Yeah. But
they don't make you like the girl enough or anything. You know,
I don't think I like any of these characters.
Yeah. When he finally does turn, though, he looks vicious, bro. Like the eyes glowing in the night. He's got a demon dog.
He's a great deadite.
Yeah, and
even like his beginning
the fucking
transfers
of his face off was fucking crazy. Like I was like, what?
Him like
hell?
fighting.
That is literally Fable, the definition of weird stretch.
Yeah.
Like what he did, he's like boom, boom, boom. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But I think it's showing that they're growing in power. I think they're doing a subtle thing. I think this is part of like what Raimi and Campbell and Tappert are building.
Yeah.
Is that the dead are way more powerful than they ever were.
Deadites, the Deadites mutilating themselves has always been a part of Evil Dead. It's their self-mutilation that's supposed to fucking, gross you out or whatever it is. Like,
but that doesn't usually involve blowing your brains out, because usually Ash, that was how you ended one of them, right?
Well, not
I think that's just like
technically no, because this is where people get things wrong with the Evil Dead, at least in my opinion. First of all, the whole transferring bit, there is no transferring bit. The evil takes you when it wants to take you. When it wants to use you, it will use you, and it will leave you. It will leave you too. You can come back when it leaves you. It's happened before. Also, beheading them does nothing, because Ash beheaded his girlfriend, and she came out of the grave, reassembled herself, and started dancing.
Yeah, he dismembered her. She's dancing. All that. You got to burn them. But even that doesn't apparently work, because Mommy is back at the end of this fucking movie.
The evil is evil. The only way to kill him is either through that knife, right? One of those weapons, enchanted weapons, or getting to the Book of Dead and reading the reverse passage, which nobody's ever done.
It seems like that's what Byrne is basically establishing too. Like,
and what you're talking about, like the thing that a lot of us always kind of forget about these movies, is that it's never been defeated. It's never been stopped.
That's another thing too, is they're kind of giving the Deadites a purpose and saying like, we're not here just to torture people. Like, they have an agenda. Like, you know what I mean? Especially in this one, it's like one of the few where it's like they have an agenda to do something. Like, they have a mission.
And now we actually have identified a weapon that will end it.
Yeah. You can no, but the weapon isn't even.
It's not that, because it's going to be getting all three books together and reading a passage that goes across all three.
Exactly. The weapon doesn't really kill the evil. What it does is it releases the soul of the person that's possessed.
That's right. That's right.
And then they're just gonna go somewhere. They can just go to another body.
And let me tell you, if you release them, they will die, because the wounds, the self-inflicted wounds that they have, they can't survive when the evil is out of
That's
them,
I think
dying
that's a
right
reason
there.
why
Yeah.
they torture
Yeah.
themselves, their human body, because they're like, if we end up leaving this
Yeah.
body, they're
Well, and that's
fucking
just
dead,
typical demonic possession movie lore
Right.
too, where you like
Yeah.
mutilate the
Yeah.
body that you're possessing,
Right.
right? So
The
Yeah.
book is the key. The book is the key, but nobody ever can like get
and
to
there's
it
just
or
no
do
book
it
in
or
this
whatever.
movie, man. That's my
Exactly.
biggest problem. Like, where's the
Yeah.
Necronomicon? I know they show it, and apparently they show the one from the 2013, which is everybody's official confirmation that 2013 is not a remake, but is in the universe of
Yeah.
the previous 3 films.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I thought they showed some pages in this one because she reads something at some point. Like, I don't know if that's just like research papers or if those are actual papers, like from the Book of Dead, So
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out
And
again.
I also think
but she
there's
does
this
read
idea-
something.
I think there's also this idea of the chosen one, or like a Neo type character in this universe.
Oh yeah, which we
because
know is Ash.
Ash, right? I think
We don't know.
That's a thing because remember he goes back in the time to
Yeah.
where he leaves the Necronomicon is where the wise man whatever that was in the cabin in the forest in the first Evil Dead. That's the same book he finds, which is like
Right.
fate. Like it's a paradox. It's Ash is eventually gonna find the book that Ash plants back in the days. Like he's repeating the same cycle.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, I wonder if they'll change that, like, and give somebody else the chosen one type thing.
Mm-hmm.
If Ash can't come back, or like, maybe somebody connected to Ash, like, because in the show they get Ash has a daughter. So I wonder if they'll do anything like with that and just, but the thing is, I could see them being weird about that because even like Robbie hasn't seen the show. I don't know if you've seen the show. Like, there's a lot of people that are diehard Evil Dead fans and haven't seen the show.
That show
Sadly.
was hard to access, man. I mean, not everybody had stars. I know I didn't have stars, and once it left,
no, I didn't watch it when it was coming out either. I wish I did.
It was kind of hard to find on streaming. Like it kind of jumps around or isn't available at all.
I know you can find it on DVD and Blu-ray, fairly cheap. Like DVD, you could probably get it for like 20 for the, the whole series. It's worth picking up because it is fun and it's Ash, man, and Ash is just
I want to see it. I saw like first episode,
it's fun.
Maybe the first even 2. And I definitely want to continue seeing
it.
But
it's Sam Raimi working with like no money, you can tell, but he's still just like doing his thing, and it's beautiful to see. And I just wish it got more support because I'd have loved to get one more season because I think they plan to do just one more season, and it didn't get it, of course. Because I think I've talked about that kind of like with Terminator, how they planned one more, but it's a good show though. It's definitely worth watching, especially because we love Ash, you know what I mean? And it's old man Ash, but just him, man, Ash doing him. It's
the only one he came out in was 2013. At the end of 2013, he comes out and he's like, groovy. I was like, but
that's another reason why people should know that it's not a remake. You know what I mean? Like, just that should kind of say, but at the time we didn't really know what they were planning to do. Like, it was a while between the 2013 to Rise. There was a big gap.
I think the ultimate plan is to have Ash come back.
I do too.
That would be great.
And hopefully that Bruce, I think he's staying positive about everything going on right now, and I think he feels like
he's a fighter, man.
Yeah,
he's a fighter. He's one.
And the girl
he's
from
one of a kind.
The girl from 2013 should come back as well, because she's kind of like the anointed one in a sort of way. She loses.
One thing, I'm definitely gonna have to watch that movie now. Like that happened. Like when I was like this last week, I was like, I really got to watch the 2013. I really got to.
She loses.
It's on
hand,
HBO Max if you have that.
Just like Ash, she loses her hand. Movie's pretty good. I didn't like it at first because I was just I just went in with the wrong mindset for that one.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't hate it. But yeah, I wasn't like, I
Yeah.
had to do that transition like I was mentioning. And I think Rise helped me more in that transition, because even Rise, like I was like, yeah, I liked it, I enjoyed it, but I was like, it wasn't what I expected. But I started to really enjoy Rise the more I watched it. And Arrow did a 4K of it, and they just did such a beautiful 4K, and I was just like, wow, man,
Well,
like this movie is shot so well.
I think what this set of movies is missing, they do definitely bring it back down to earth. They're definitely brutal. I think they have the Deadite nature pretty well with the psychological aspect of them, but they're missing a hero. Right? They're missing a hero. They're missing, like Nancy and Freddy Krueger, Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween. They're missing that
They're
one
missing
character.
An Ash.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
I did really like the girl
problem.
from Rise. I thought she was great, but none of them touch Ash. Nobody compares to Ash. The 2013 girl, none of them.
Yeah, they need a through line. They need somebody who survived this more than once.
Yeah.
Even if they die, at least there's a connection there.
It's
what
like
I mean?
The stories of these movies. It's like the backstory of these movies fill in the narrative of the Evil Dead franchise, but the characters within these movies don't propel anything forward in and of themselves.
Exactly.
Like Ash propelled the Evil Dead franchise for 3 movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot Ash versus Evil Dead literally is a straight up follow up to Army of Darkness. There is a time jump, obviously. But yeah. So that's another cool thing about it. But one thing I did want to mention, I also think this was a terrible time to release this movie. I guess Rise came out 2023 in like April something, or early April, which that one did a lot better. Like money wise, that was made for like 19 mil. I think Evan said it. I think that one made like 150 or something. 147 Rise gross worldwide for 19 mil. That, of course they're going to make another one. Burn was made for 20, and it's projected right now. What did it? It's gross like 51.4 right now. And it's projected to make 70 to 85 finish, but it had a huge 64 dip the next week, which obviously is fucking Odyssey. You know what I mean? Like,
this is Evil Dead Burn is not a summer movie. It needs to be a Halloween movie.
Yes, and that's exactly what Evan said.
That's
as well.
What kept
I think
Saw
somebody
alive.
on Twitter said.
That's what kept Saw alive for 15 years, man.
Yep. We need those franchise movies, during Halloween, because we crave that.
But they just think the studios think more people are in the theaters, and they're not even thinking about genre, right? They're just thinking about this and that. But of course you're going to have a big drop off in the second week when the Odyssey drops. It's going to be one of the biggest movies of the fucking year, dude.
Thank
It'd been
God
the same
this
if
movie
Toy
was
Story
only made
5
for 20
was
million.
the follow-up movie,
Thank God this movie was only made for 20 million, because I pray they're like, okay, we still made money. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it was just a bad timing. Next time for Wrath, we're gonna make sure we do.
It's enough to make the next one.
Yeah.
But then
they might who know, maybe they'll pull back a couple mil on the next one, which I don't mind, because I like when they give them less money.
It'd be
sometimes
more expensive if it's a period piece in 72. It's
Yeah,
either more
that's true.
expensive or cheaper if they just go into like a cabin setting again. Something like that.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. I also think the marketing didn't help this movie, because like that first trailer, which is the scene where the father comes into the house and starts beating the shit out of everybody.
Wrath is already filmed.
I think that trailer was very effective. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? The second trailer with the girl drinking the wax and all that, they revealed way too much. Now that I've seen the movie, they've revealed way too much.
They did so good with that like little teaser trailer. That little teaser trailer with her just in the house, that was so good. And it was like, I wish I just stayed with that, but I fucking can't control myself. And especially you go to the movies, it's like, I should just walk away
Yeah.
and go get fucking
Had
popcorn.
I not
you
seen
know?
any of that, then the girl drinking the wax would have been more hard hitting. The
I'd say,
father would have
bro,
been more hard hitting to me.
yeah,
It kind of ruined a
all
lot of
the
it, 'cause
gore.
I kind of
Yeah.
knew that everybody was going to be a deadite, like, and we only had maybe
Yeah.
4 people that could possibly be deadites in this movie, right? So it was
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
yeah, we needed
'Cause you're
more.
like
We needed to not see certain people, and then
It was so brutal,
see
and I loved it.
time in the movie.
But if we didn't see all that in the trailer and you see that
Yeah.
first time in theater, our jaws would have really been dropping. And
Especially
we
the
might have still
father.
said the same things about the story and all
Yeah.
that, but
Especially the father, especially him, because I think
Yeah.
his car scene was sick, and the house scene when he's just beating the shit out of his wife and his kid. He's throwing them around the house like
Yeah.
crazy. I was like, yo.
hell yeah.
You see the
I
fucking
guess Wrath
son
is
fly. The mother just go to the wall.
Oh my god, I know.
He's just throwing them across the rooms and shit. I'm like, holy shit. And she's like petrified, right? Like she's running away and shit, and like trying to crawl away, and that shit was intense. Yeah, no, they gave away too much.
Yeah. Is Wrath completely done filming, Evan? Because I thought they just started recently. But I guess Wrath is 20 million as well. So it looks like they got their little figure that they want to keep
They
at.
found the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Or
Which
films
I don't
for
mind. Yeah. Honestly, I think fucking Rise or Elite, like Burn and Rise, could have been made for less than that. You know what I mean? I think Wrath is the one that needs the full 20, and I think because it's a period piece, and I think Wrath or Rise and Burn could have been made for 10, 12.
So Wrath is
Wrath
officially wrapped
yeah.
production. It's in post-production. It's going to be coming out in April of 2028.
Oh
Okay.
wow,
That's a
they
lot of
finished
that's a
2
lot of
months ago.
post-production.
That
Yeah.
is. I hope it's about the professor and how he got to where he got to, how Henrietta got in
Yeah.
that basement. I want that story, right? Like, because we all know how it ends, but it'll be interesting how we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And more, more about this
And
cult.
like I think the idea that we'll eventually get to is the evil's always there. It's not like reading the book brings them like to the surface from the ground like for the first time, but they're always there. And anybody who reads this book, it's drawing them to them.
Yeah.
It's like, think of everybody, like we all grew up back in the 80s and 90s, think satanic panic type shit, where they're all like, don't listen to this music, you'll invite demons into your life. That kind of thing. Play this shit, read this shit. It invites it.
That was the cool part of this movie, in my opinion, lore-wise, is that they wanted that weapon. They wanted the weapon that would kill them, and that's what their whole goal was in the movie. They didn't give a fuck about the family or any of this shit. Is this the
first movie where we see one of the Deadites recite an incantation?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty badass, dude.
Yeah. I love
actually when you think about it.
That first demon, that girl in the white dress and shit, and her face looked crazy too. Like, she looked pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
No doubt.
You guys are talking me into raising this a half of you, dig.
Hey, I love to hear it. Yeah, I think the score was absolutely, but since we usually talk about that, the score I thought was actually really great.
The score is like the best part. The music is so fucking good. It's epic. Yeah. I told everybody, so I watched it with a couple of friends, and none of us really liked it, but I was like, you know what? The best part was the music, and the music felt like Jerry Goldsmith's Omen score. Dude, if with the choir and
I was listening to some of it today.
Oh my god, the score is so good.
I think the cinematography is great, and like the whole burn stuff. I mean, even though it's CGI fire, I just love, especially because it's like Deadites, the demons, they're from hell. I just think it was shot very well.
They use a lot of practical. They use a lot of practical fire in the movie. But like when he shows up at the end, right? That's the CG shit, right?
Right.
And it's okay, but like it could have been a little bit better. But yeah, Evan is right.
Yeah.
The music was great. I think we all agree on that, dude. Even when like Fable did his like IG story, I was like, oh my god, this fucking music is so good, y'all. Like, oh
Especially
my god.
that was the scene too. The fire, the house is on fire. She's outside of the
Yeah,
fire.
you like that
walk
song
down the
that I put on
stairs.
my
It felt
story?
like the end of an Argento film, right? With
Yeah.
everything blazing on fire and an opera coming in to fucking sign us off, dude.
I listened to a couple of the songs and I picked my favorite for the story on IG, and I was just like, holy shit, that one really stuck out to me. I thought that one was really good. I forget what it was called exactly, but yeah. It was good. I like that they've been adding the scores on Apple and all that lately, especially for, because that's a big thing for us with horror. We always love the scores. Yeah. So yeah, I thought the cinematography and all that was great, man. Scored great. I feel like they really struggled, with what they wanted to do with the ending for this one, and even kind of Rise, like with the more this one than Rise, honestly though. Because I just wasn't a fan of like the fucking Deadites merging into that creature. I thought that was just kind of dumb. But this one, I really kind of felt like they just, because everyone's kind of almost dead, and then I was just like, well, I guess the boyfriend is still around, because he did touch the father, and you'd never see him after that. So I was like, I guess he's gonna show up, and then he does, and then you get that like little chase sequence or whatever.
It felt like it had an extra ending, right? It felt
Kinda,
it elongated the pace for me a little bit there.
Yeah.
I kind of would have rather them do. I don't know. I almost would have rather not seen any of that and just kind of let that be like where just that one thing.
Yeah, kind of
he touches them
T2 a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Evan just said the Terminator ripoff right there, right?
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
Like and not just T2, but T1. It's T1 and T2 they rip off like the endings of, right?
Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah.
There should be a Deadite at the very last one.
I could understand what Dylan's saying about her seeming like she's a bad actress, and then Robbie saying that she should have acted a certain way, right? But when she was terrified and getting fucked up and then fighting back, I thought she was great at that stuff.
I do too. It was mostly the opening. It was mostly the opening. Yeah, that. Oh yes, that's right.
That might be one of the most effective bits of the movie.
Yeah. See, I thought she was fine through the movie. I thought, and like she was great in a lot of scenes, and then fine in some others. But it was just that opening scene when she's like fighting with him, and she like has that one line where she's like, "Go to hell," and I was just like, "Ooh, that was."
I just think her character was a little not fully developed and understood.
Yeah.
Right. And made some
and she kind of just sits around. She's just kind of sitting around there.
Every character here is a weird stretch.
Yeah.
Every character is like, I guess we were talking about the trauma thing. And I mean, like, if you're talking about like the theme of the movie, that's what it's trying to talk about, right? Is that like generational familial trauma has a burning effect that just like blazes across generation, right?
Yeah.
And across people. So like, you don't even have to be a part of this fucked up family by blood, but because you fell in love with the wrong dipshit, now you're stuck with them even after this dipshit's gone and off this mortal coil. You know what I'm saying? And we've all been in situations, I'm sure. We all have people that we have become attached to in some form or fashion that we are no longer attached to. We are still some way connected to their fucked up family and their fucking drama and their fucking swirling shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what this movie is talking about. This poor woman getting brought into this abusive relationship. The family knows about it, right? They cover up for this guy. She doesn't, but you know what? Then you know what? I'm sorry. Don't show the fuck up. Don't show up or act like, just put yourself together enough to get through it. Like, let's be honest, man. We all grown ass people. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we know that you sometimes got to do the dumb shit to fucking not put up with the extra dumb shit.
Right.
So I don't know. I think like it's not the performances of anybody in the movie. I think everybody performed. I think the problem is with the characterization within the script.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a little weak. It could have been a little bit more cooked, a little bit more baked, a little bit.
Right, because then it just boils down to the brutality of everything going on, and that in itself is great, but it doesn't really.
It's what makes it feel mean to most people.
Yeah, exactly. There's no how you call it? There's nothing you can sink your teeth into. It just at the end of the day is another one of these.
But it's another one of those where she's also kind of trying to find her voice and her strength, and because there's a lot of times where I was just thinking where she's kind of just sitting there like very quiet because she feels awkward around these people.
Oh.
She doesn't want to be here. She doesn't like she kind of has figured out like I didn't think I really loved this guy and he was beating on me and all this. Like after he's gone, I don't feel anything. Like, and I think that's a big thing she's kind of struggling with, where she's like, I don't feel sad, like, and I should, but I don't because this guy was treating me like shit.
Yeah.
And she's kind of sitting there where it's like not normal, where we're used to Ash and all this, and she's very quiet, but then, you know, obviously she finds her voice as the movie goes on, starts sticking up for herself a little bit and all that, and, you know.
But what we need, I think, is that story, but she needs to become just like the final girl in Rise, which once again, to me, not very memorable, right? What's the difference? Like Ash, let's really look at the character of Ash. He is a coward. He throws people in front of him, right? He makes poor decisions. He does the same thing, but there's something different. The way he connects to the audience in those films is this like, gotta fucking do it. And the way, I know it evolves into like this like slapsticky, ridiculous kind of character. But honestly, let's be honest. That's redundant. Ash is kind of badass. Mm-hmm. So what we need for one of these girls in these movies is to find that badass. That's what we need. We want a chick to blow the fucking head off of the father at the end of this movie, twirl the gun around, blow the fucking gun off her fucking ex-husband, blow the fucking gun around, blow the smoke out and say groovy. Or give me some sugar, baby. Like, that's what we fucking want.
You're going to love 2013 then. I'll tell you
I need to check that one out.
But,
yeah,
100%, bro. Like, she needs...
But that's the language of Evil Dead, man. The language of Evil Dead is demonic possession, mean and evil and dumb, but also funny and slapsticky, but also like a badass hero character that is in every man or in every woman.
Yeah, I agree.
I did think it was funny that this is like they do like Evan mentioned, they do the chainsaw fake out, and they use kind of the weed whacker chainsaw like they use from Jason New Blood, which I thought was kind of cool because it's like that's kind of become a bit where it's like everyone has to fucking magically find a chainsaw, where that kind of gets like a little old. But I did think that was cool, at least because that, you know, especially because that's, to me, I know he had to think like, I'm gonna pull this from Part 7, because, you know, especially these guys being new directors, they always seem to pull a lot of things and homage a lot of their favorite things. So he probably might have been thinking like, I love T2, I'm gonna fucking homage this, you know. You know, and a lot of these things we're seeing.
This is making me think of another thing that makes Evil Dead stand out as a franchise, at least in the first 3. No final girls in Evil Dead. The recent ones, like I haven't seen 2013, but I'm familiar enough to know that that's a final girl too. Right?
Yeah.
And I get that, and that's cool. But wasn't that something that always made Evil Dead stand out just a little bit?
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
Right? Not saying that we need more like final men in movies or anything like that, but like there was something different. And Ash was written to be a woman, right? It was written to be a final girl. That's why the name is Ashley. They shortened it to Ash. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Ash's full name is Ashley. So I think they did that kind
Maybe
of thing.
that's why they're trying to do the woman thing now.
I'm not saying that these movies need to have final men instead of final girls, but we need, you know, if you want to go that route, that's fine. But what really distinguished you wasn't the fact that Bruce Campbell was a male, but was that Bruce Campbell fucking cut off his own hand when he got possessed by the fucking evil. and he had to chop up his own fucking girlfriend. Like, let's have that trauma inflicted on one of these final fucking people in these movies.
Yeah.
Right?
Ash was just tired of being scared. That's the thing. That's what broke Ash. Ash was constantly fucking petrified and scared, and he just got tired of feeling that way. And then
I want to see one of these final girls like crack like Ash did, man. You know, and get teased and have to make these hard decisions.
2013.
Man.
I think 2013. I think 2013 that happens a lot more than.
But shouldn't that happen in Rise and Burn then? Because isn't that part of the language of the franchise? I would say, isn't that something that makes an Evil Dead movie? Is somebody whose insanity is crumbling? It adds an almost Lovecraftian element to a demonic possession story, right?
Yeah,
like just dealing with this cracks you, and Ash is still resilient when you really think about it, even though he is cowardly. Because, dude, if this happened to any of us, we're shitting ourselves. But we would have to do this. We would cut the fucking head off of our girlfriends if they were possessed by this fucking evil. We would cut off her hand. I don't know. I'm rambling.
You know what it is too. I said earlier we're missing our hero, right? And I think we all agree we're missing our hero in these movies. But I also think we're missing Sam Raimi. That's a big part of this because I think Sam Raimi, Robert Tappert, and all of them, they want to make a scary ass movie, right? Like that's their goal. They want to scare the shit out of you. They want to take it back to the roots or whatever it is. But they that's why I love Drag Me to Hell so much. Because Drag Me to Hell has everything you're saying, Robbie. Right? Like it's scary as fuck, but it has that girl, and she goes through her fucking trials and tribulations with this crazy fucking bitch. And she comes out and she starts whooping ass at the end of the movie. You know what I mean? And it's funny, and it has this comedic bits, but it also has its badassery. It also has its scary shit to it. And
I guarantee you, Fable
could bring that, man. Only Sam Raimi could bring that, man.
I guarantee you, Fable, you are going to love Send Help.
I gotta watch it, yeah.
Because everything I'm saying and everything you're saying, it's there in Send Help. And Send Help is it was marketed kind of like a romantic comedy, like a Misery. And it's got a lot of Misery influence, but with a Sam Raimi injection, right? You're gonna fucking love it, dude.
You know I will, man. You know I will.
Yeah, I love Sam Raimi. He's just
we need to touch that Raimi, man. We miss Ash. We miss Raimi's touch. And I think that what
producing too much.
Raimi's doing, they're producing as they should, and they're giving young filmmakers a leg up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're making another generic horror movie. Maybe you're an Obsession. Maybe you're a Hokum, which is respected but not really a big money winner of the year, right? Or you can get attached to an Evil Dead franchise.
Yeah.
If Sam Raimi asked any of us to do an Evil Dead movie, we would suck at it, but we would do it. So I don't fault anybody,
Yeah.
But I would like, I don't like, here's the thing. Sam Raimi is not a studio. He is a creative force. So is Bruce Campbell. So is Robert Tappert. Everybody involved. Yvonne Raimi. A lot of these people, by the way, are going to be at Scarefest.
Ted Raimi.
So Ted Raimi, but just I think they maybe need to have a little bit more influence.
Yeah.
Into these movies.
Yeah, he needs to Steven Spielberg.
I'd be curious to know how much influence they have.
Yeah, he needs to do the Poltergeist.
I think they let him just do whatever the fuck.
Yeah, no, they do. Listen, the guys that they picked to create these 3 films definitely have the fucking horror part correct, right? Like the scares, the gore, the fucking.
But they don't got the Evil Dead part right.
Yeah, but that there's this one little switch that only Sam Raimi has been able to hit. That fucking where you draw that one line between horrific and funny and merges together so beautiful. It marries together. Like, remember Drag Me to Hell when the old bitch fucking vomited all over her? It was fucking
Yes,
ridiculous.
in her
The
mouth and
fucking
shit.
teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was
Fucking teeth
hilarious. It was
knocked out.
disgusting. Yeah, it was like three things at the same time. And these movies are missing that little bit of like, this is disgusting and hilarious and everything at the same and scary, and I don't know. He just knows how to walk that line very well, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Only
Yeah,
he
you
can
need to
do it.
watch
I've
Send
never
Help,
seen
bro.
anybody else but him do it.
Yeah.
Fable.
That's what, like, nobody can do what he does. It's so unique, man.
Mhm.
I need Fable to watch Send Help like this week.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna watch it. I'm
I
gonna
just want to
watch
hear
it.
you, man. I know you got a lot of shit to watch and cover, so maybe 2 weeks. So anyway,
Yeah, no, I'll get to it, man.
you
for
got a
sure.
lot of John
I'll
Wick
hit you
movies
up.
to get through. I know. So
Oh, boy. Looking forward to it.
Oh,
Though.
yeah. So you guys want to rate this, or anything
Yeah,
else
let's
you
go,
think we
man.
should touch
yeah,
on?
let's
I
get
would
into
say
the
I
rating.
also had a tiny little box 2 gun sent me that I just wanted to show off after
Oh
we rate
yeah,
it.
let's do
It'll
it.
only take a minute. It's a tiny one. So yeah, anybody in the chat, if you guys were able to catch Evil Dead Burn, let us know what your rating is down below. You know how we do it.
Seems like a lot
out
of
of
our
5.
chat has watched it. I love it, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it, man. It seems like a good amount of them did too, man. Almost everyone that's been in here, and I feel like they definitely seem like they saw it. So that's good to know, man. So this one, it's a tough one, man. This one, I definitely, because I don't, I feel like I could either like it more as I rewatch it, kind of like a Rise thing, or maybe I'll like it less. I don't know. But right now, I think I might, it's tough, man, if I like this more than Rise or not. I'm like, it's not by much if I like Rise a little bit better or if I like this better. But I think I'm going to go 4 right now. I'm going to go 4 out of 5. Before I was maybe like a 4.25. I think I'm going to just stick at a 4 right now with maybe room to grow. But also, I'm a fanboy. So I think I give it, maybe it's more like a 3.5, but I got to give it that 0.5 because I just fucking love Evil Dead. It was a fun theater experience. Gore was great. It was brutal, and I just, I love supporting this franchise, and I hope it keeps going, man. So, yeah, I think Evan says 3.5, so I think I'm being a little generous with the 4, honestly. But
Oh, you are.
right now, I'd probably give like Rise a 4.25. I fucking love Rise.
That's generous too.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Robbie? What's your rating, brother?
Man, yeah, I said earlier, y'all bumped me up a 0.5.
Hey, see?
And then I think I bumped myself back down to my initial rating. So I'm going to go with my initial thoughts on this movie, and not to be the party pooper, but I think that I'm
bro, you're
like,
good.
I know what it's like to make a movie. There are things I like about this movie. We've explored it. And I think there's a lot of potential in this movie. I think there's more potential in this movie than there was Evil Dead Rise, which I did not like. Okay?
Yeah.
And I would actually say I like this one slightly better than Evil Dead Rise. Slightly. Because I do think, in the same way that I say I like the same way I say maybe Evil Dead Burns isn't as bad as it could be, is the same way I would say Halloween Kills is a good movie because I'm comparing it to that bullshit trilogy. Okay, right?
Yeah.
But like there's elements about Halloween Kills I really like. But I think Halloween Kills is actually a better movie. 2.5. Wow. That's my initial thoughts. 2.5. Okay. You made a movie, you developed some things didn't work. I think this franchise needs some work. What's crazy, so many people keep saying the most consistent horror movie franchises are Child's Play, Scream, and now officially Evil Dead. I think Evil Dead is so inconsistent of a franchise since the first 3. Scream I don't think is a consistent franchise. Child's Play, I will give you that. But why are we overlooking Saw? Saw is a very
Saw is probably the
consistent
most
franchise.
consistent of all of them. Saw is
It
probably
might be the most confusing in its timeline,
Yeah.
but
I
all the
say
movies
Saw is
are kind
probably
of
the
like they
most
start here
consistent.
and then they go,
Yeah.
and they just
Yeah.
ride on.
But
the
they
same.
all, it's like they're all shot by the same cinematographer, except for maybe like Jigsaw and Spiral. But if we're talking like the original, like just like what, like 1 through final chapter,
Yes.
you know, like same
Very
cinematographer,
consistent,
like it
man.
all, yeah.
Yeah. They're so
Definitely.
consistent that 3, 4, 5, and 6 are literally the same movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we did the review, the franchise review, all of us kept getting the movies mixed up, man.
Yeah.
We-
I could imagine.
I believe it. I believe it.
That shit is like
So I
Back to the
almost,
Future too.
we
on
almost got you
steroids.
to a 3. We almost got you to a 3, but 2.5. Now I feel like I
2.5.
should have maybe
You
been
know
more
what?
at like a
Fuck it.
3.5.
For you, Dylan, I'll do this. A 2.68.
69.
68.
Nope.
My brother.
68.
My
68.
brother.
68.
68.
Yeah. We don't quite get
All
to
right.
69 because this movie owes me one.
Not even for that kiss.
Oof. Lord, that was so
Maybe if he blew
disgusting.
half his dick off and then we got to see a blowjob.
Yeah.
But no.
Oh my.
Then it would
gosh.
definitely be
Now
a
that.
1.68.
See, that's why Raimi might need to give us a chance, man. Because who thinks of shit like that?
You just
Blow your
changed my
dick
mind
off and then
again.
get a
I'm going to give it a
blowjob.
2.65. There you go. 2.65.
Yeah.
I just bumped it down again.
All right. Well, before I keep dropping you down, what do you think, Fable?
I don't know. Okay. So as a standalone
It's a
film,
tough one to rate, man. I
yeah,
feel like
as
I
a-
gave it way too high by 4 because I think I am
no,
more
I don't
3.5.
think you did. I don't think you did. It's just,
I think I gave it a too high of a score too, man, to be honest with you.
Shut up.
Listen, you've given worse higher grades, so
True that.
Yeah, just wait till we review Sudden Death tomorrow night.
100%. But
John Woo, baby.
it is tough to grade. Only because I have this history of a franchise to put it up against. And that's what fucks it up a little bit. Because just as a standalone film about a girl with a traumatizing family that happened to get possessed and whatever, it's not half bad, man. It's pretty good. I mean, I think the brutality of the film and the gore and the guts and the all the shit about it, and it's very well shot. It's very well done as far as
especially such a newbie director too.
Yeah, like there's certain composition to it that I really like, right? Like when they show the guy outside and he's just standing there and his eyes are glowing and he goes and he does the whistle and the dog comes right next to him with the glowing eyes. I think that's a great composed shot. Coming down the chimney, coming across the roof, when they realize that the father's possessed, they don't say things like, all right, let's board up the windows. Let's board up. No, it just immediately goes to this like aerial shot of them putting shit against the doors and the walls. And I just like that whole kind of like, I don't know. I think there's a slickness to it. But that being said, it doesn't do much for Evil Dead. It doesn't do much. It's just more killing, more brutality. I would have liked there to be some more lore involved. I would have liked to see the book. You're right, Robbie. Find the fucking book. Open the fucking book. Like, play more passages from the tape. Go through his notes. Something that gives me some of that.
Connect it.
Yeah, something that gives me more of that.
They connect the opening Deadite. She's from the Rise, but yeah.
I'm gonna say so tough because I want to give it a 3.5, but then I feel like a 3.5 is it's a little low for how I enjoyed it. Right at the end of the day, I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
I had a good, like Dylan said, a good movie experience. It's not quite a 4. I'm gonna give it a 3.69. I think it's
Yeah.
better. I think it's better than the 3.5, but not a 4. And maybe it is a 3.5, but I don't know. I didn't. I wasn't like, oh, that sucked, and walked out of there. Right? I was like, ooh, that shit was kind of crazy. What the fuck just happened? Maybe it's because I haven't been to movies in a while. I haven't seen something that brutal in a while. But
Yeah. It's fun
yeah,
just seeing a Evil Dead movie like in
yeah,
theaters too. Like,
yeah, yeah. It was
because you
just
just don't get it. You don't get it a lot. You know, we got Rise and Burn within 3 years,
yeah,
but before that, it was 10 years. I didn't see 2013 in theaters, and it's
yeah,
like before that, it was like how fucking long? You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's like just to see, like, it's like when Halloween comes to theater, you're like, even if you don't
yeah,
like it, you're like, it's still like that experience of seeing Michael Myers in the theater and all that, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, another thing too is we're coming off of watching Backrooms and Obsession,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
right? Like
Yeah.
true.
was really poor timing for Evil Dead. Now
Very poor
they couldn't
timing.
have predicted that. They could have
Yeah.
predicted not to open right before Odyssey, but like they could not have predicted the phenomena that was
Yeah.
Obsession
It's like
and Backrooms this year.
it's like it's like the old horror fan in me versus the new horror fan in me. Because the old horror fan in me, this is what I grew up on. Is movies like this, right? Girl, crazy shit happens, people die. The end. That's what I grew up on. The new horror fan in me likes to think a little bit more, likes to be challenged mentally a little bit more. You know what I mean? I like what Backrooms is doing and having me question shit, Obsession and the
Yeah.
way it's broken down. You know what I'm
When
saying?
you
Like,
But when you think about the box office, right? I was just thinking about it. When
yeah,
you think of the box office, the fact that this is projected to hit near 100 million on a
yeah,
20 million budget in the midst of Backrooms and Obsession doing
yeah,
200, 300 million plus, 400 million plus. And now Backrooms, and not Backrooms, but Obsession is now on streaming, right? It's on Peacock now. And I think Backrooms is right far behind it. So, like, they're nearing but even for this movie to hit those numbers, which is less than Rise, but in the middle of summer, going up against the Odyssey in its
right,
second week, and then coming off of the success of those two movies,
yeah,
that's actually, it does show you that still today, like it was in 1981, like it was in 1995, like it was in 2008, like it was in 2016, like it was in 1972, like it was in 1932, horror movies are cheap to make and they make good money because we all love watching horror movies.
yeah, yeah,
Right?
absolutely,
Horror movies are still alive, y'all, and it
yeah,
still drives people to cinemas more so than a Marvel film nowadays.
yeah. And they're
Yeah.
and
Until
they're and they're
Spider-Man, obviously, but whatever.
they're
Yeah,
being
Spider
made.
Man's gonna do good.
They're being made so well too. That's the other thing. Like, you know, we right, this direct to video shit that we used to watch,
Yeah.
b this b horror shit that we and we love. No knock, no knock, but these movies have true cinematography now. They have
Yeah.
true, like, you know,
Yeah, let's really get together and talk
yeah,
about Puppet Master 4 and see what we
right,
have to think about
exactly.
cinematography.
Like, there,
Yeah,
there's
and
some
and
real,
story.
yeah, there's some real talent behind some of this shit that is, it shines through, man. And yeah,
Yeah, we're
we're
honestly
doing pretty
spoiled.
good. We're doing pretty
Yeah, I was
good.
gonna say we've been getting spoiled these last few years with
All right,
horror,
I'll bump
man.
it back up to a 2.68. There you go.
I want to bump it down to 3.5 now.
Yeah.
But I'll stay with 369. I think that's a decent score for this one. I enjoyed it
So,
though, overall.
so I'm the highest at a 4. Fable's a 3.69. Evan's a 3.5. Robbie's a 2.68. And Two Guns a 3.75. So that's like an average score of like 3.2, maybe 3.2, maybe 3.3. 69, 68, 65 maybe.
I don't know.
My math's all fucked
Robbie's
up
the
tonight.
mathematician here. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I would say a
Well,
3.267, but
67, 65.
it's a 3.2. It's more than a 3.25.
Yeah.
I don't know. Your
Let
4
me
brings
see.
it up. It's probably more like a 3.367. I would say.
Hold on,
something
Jim.
like that. Little
Yeah.
over a 3.
Let me show you. I got a couple things from Two Gun. I'm gonna start with just this. You sent me Dead Girl.
Nice.
Okay.
This is Dark Sky Films. I have not heard of this, but you know how Two Gun is, so it might. I don't know if he's seen this. Sometimes he'll just send me random stuff. But it says from the producers of Hellraiser and Heathers. I'm not sure which producer. It could be, because there's
That could be
those
anybody.
couple random remakes of Hellraiser, but I have a feeling that Dead
Man, they
Girl
really
reminds
dropped
you
the
of the
ball on
best
Hellraiser.
Cronenberg. Dead Girl reminds you of the best Cronenberg, cleverly written, stylishly directed, and morbidly fascinating. I wonder if he has seen this, but yeah. Sounds interesting. I feel like I don't know if I've heard of this, but Two Gun, you'll have to let me know if you've seen this one. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. Dark Skies too, because they don't put a lot out, so that'll be interesting to check out. Another one further. Dead Girl is worth the watch. All right, hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Another one I needed. I'm trying to fill my holes and get my Universal collection. Universal
Dude, that's
collection.
awesome.
That's a good one. That's a good cover.
That's so cool,
Look at
dude. I didn't
Bela's
even know
like
they
eyes,
did the Raven.
man.
Did they do Black Cat in that
Yeah,
collection
yeah.
too?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, they
dude.
did.
Fuck, dude, that's
I don't think
awesome. Black Cat's like one of my favorite movies of all time. The Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff one.
Yeah.
The
I don't
Raven's
have
great
that
too.
one yet.
I didn't know they did those in that collection.
I got
That's
it.
so
Yeah, I got to
cool.
get the Black Cat, but
That collection
Bela
is
looks
iconic,
great.
man. Hell
I
yeah.
know. So I'm trying to collect them all. Trying to get them all. So
Is that like in one of those like plastic cases too? One of those.
Yeah. Two Gun usually is very
Two Gun will
kind and
send
will
them
send
in that way
in the
sometimes.
protectors. Black Cat is also in that collection. Yeah, I thought so.
If it's a really
wow.
nice case, Two Gun will send
Yeah,
it that way for sure.
Yeah. Which those cost money, so it's always super nice that he does that, man. That motherfucker would be buying them by the hundreds, I think.
Well, what I hear is I've been hearing this rumor that he's addicted to the VHS whatnot streams, but
I don't know if he still does a lot, but I think he does. I think but he finds the deals, man. But VHS has really skyrocketed lately, so
he's also in a really good area physically. So
yeah. But yeah, I don't know how much he does of the like when he used to go to the the thrifts. He used to do that a lot. I think he just stays at home and is on whatnot, just listening, waiting for the deals. But I think it's a lot harder now because he was on it before a lot of people, like on whatnot.
Right.
So he was finding like really good deals. But I think it's a lot harder now because a movie like this, Evil Dead. Perfect. I knew he said it. I completed the collection, baby. I got Evil Dead 1, 2, and Army of Darkness. But there's a bullet clam I want for Evil Dead 2, and then there's a bullet clam for Army. I gotta have because it's the director's cut of Army. So then I'll have every copy of Army because especially that's my favorite. But so fucking happy to have this, dude. Anchor Bay too. I cannot wait. This is like a $30 tape too now, I think.
Yeah. I don't
where this used to be like a $10 tape.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that cover before for that.
Yeah, me neither. I remember my first one was like a clamshell that had like the chick reaching out of the grave and all that shit.
That's the one I think that's the hardest is the cover with the chick reaching out. There's this one, and then there's like one with Ash holding the axe. And then there's like a a random one that's like it kind of like reminds me of some like anime art or something.
Nice
But
pajamas, man.
thanks, bro. But yeah, there's like four or five different covers of Evil Dead. I think Two Gun might have all of them. I know there's at least 3 or 4 though. But yeah, there's the OG, there's the axe over that, and then there's like a fucking animated one. It's weird. Another Universal classic, Black Friday.
Oh hell yeah,
Boris and Bela. Go on.
fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, another one for the Universal. VHS has risen in price a
They
lot.
really have. That's why a lot of
Because I
people,
want that Cemetery Man.
Have you noticed a lot of? Oh, I got that Cemetery Man.
Do you? That's and
VHS?
that one. That's like a $25 tape now. Like, and that was I should have got
Yeah, I
it when
got
it was
that
like
one.
$10
I got
plus
that one. I
shipping.
think Two Gun sent it to me.
Yeah, you lucky
He sent me the 4K Blu-ray and the goddamn VHS.
Man, you don't even got a 4K, motherfucker.
He really wanted me to watch that movie, man. So.
He did. I know, man.
I'm gonna send it to you in every format, goddammit. But a lot of people, because VHS prices are going up, there's now a movement. I'm sure you've noticed people buying early 2000 like DVD releases.
Oh, yeah.
I was just about to say that.
He's on that.
Just about to say that.
He's buying all that. Two Guns.
The gimmicky ones with the gimmicky cases. They had like 60 cases. Yeah, those are really hard.
So many.
Two Guns buying all the Anchor Bay DVDs and
all
shit.
Those Friday the 13th ones that were lenticular with the slip cases and shit, dude.
Yep.
Like, dude.
Yeah, DVDs making
the ones that had
VHS and DVD are
fucking different shapes, right? Like some of them were like fucking triangles or some shit, or yeah, it's some crazy stuff, man.
Saw had some crazy ass DVD releases, man.
Yeah.
It's like discs that looked like goddamn razor blades, and like there was one that was like a razor blade, like it was like a saw blade that would like move in this like blood gel thing that it had. Oh my god! So I used to work at a used DVD shop, movie stop, right? Like GameStop, but movie stop. I used to manage one of those, man.
Those DVDs too.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yep, the DVDs from the 2000 like 90s and 2000s.
Two Guns, send them my way, man.
Popular.
I want those. I need those Saw ones, man.
I know. I want those Saw ones too. Those Saw ones are really cool.
I have a Saw DVD, the first movie with a slip, and it's totally see through.
Yes.
And
yep.
You see the disc, and it's a blade, a saw blade.
It's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
That was the heyday, dude. Man,
dude,
the
they did some really cool DVD releases back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
also,
those are just like standard releases too.
I'm really on the lookout for the original Blade DVD release that had the Warner Brothers like cardboard clamshell thing or whatever. I don't have mine anymore.
I remember having that. But that's so funny, dude. You mentioned that because he sent me this.
Boom! Yes.
Shit.
One of my favorites, man. I got to get Blade 2 now. I love Blade 2, and I remember having both of these on VHS. Yeah. This was always
if only they did a third
with the silver. I was like, yeah, right. Bummer.
Dude.
Missed opportunity.
I'm so lucky. The one I have of mine is the one I had that I bought in 1999 or whatever. Right?
I would say I have a few movies like that. Like my Scream 1 and 2 are the ones that I had as a kid. My I Know What You Did Last Summer from the ones I had as a kid. My Army of Darkness. The Thing. I got a few that like were the ones I watched as a kid.
I'm only lucky because of Brooks, man. I gave all my VHS to Brooks, and some of them survived. So when he found out that I was getting back into VHS, he gave me all my VHS backs. So my Clerks,
that's amazing.
My Blade, my Mallrats, like I was like, oh my
god,
many
of mine. Man. So many of mine got lost because I had like all the Goosebumps, and all those Goosebumps on VHS are rare as fuck now.
Damn, dude.
I found I found like 2 or 3 of them. One didn't have the cover. One of the covers I found was like all fucking ripped up. And then I had to buy like 2 of them. But there was one that was like werewolf skin, and that's like $100 tape now. And I had that one. I'm so fucking pissed. I was like praying one day everyone will be like, oh, I found all your Goosebumps tapes, but doubt it will ever happen. And last but not least, one from my Stephen King collection.
Yeah,
I think this is a remake of fucking Maximum Overdrive.
What?
But this is a cool fucking cover, dude. It's a little
I've
shiny
never heard
covered
of it.
trucks.
They remade Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, I don't think it's really good. I mean, because Maximum Overdrive is not very good.
I love the tagline up there. You turn, you die.
Yeah, but this cover is so fucking cool, dude.
It is cool.
They
Is that
knew they had to give
foiling?
us a cool cover. Yeah. I say two
Foil.
little foil, kind of two little shiny ones with
Foil.
blade.
Yeah, the Blade one is embossed and shit. It's so
yeah, yeah, with the sword. God, Blade was so good. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this. Timothy Busfield. So it'd be fun to check this one out on VHS for the first time. Another one for the King collection. I can't believe he found this. This is probably a tough one to find too. So that is awesome. Such a cool cover, man. That's cool. So yeah, Trucks, Blade, Black Friday, The Raven, Dead Girl, and you know my favorite, The
Oh, yeah.
Evil Dead, baby.
Hell yeah, dude.
I can't wait to watch this on VHS. Just watch it on 4K. I'm gonna watch it on VHS. Dude, I'd love to get TCM on VHS. That would be a really cool one. But yeah, the TCM DVD set that folds out into a chainsaw.
I remember
Fucking
that one.
crazy. Dude, I know. The Goosebumps tapes are stupid expensive. I should have grabbed more of them because I'm still missing a couple of them. And now probably even the ones that I'm missing that were like $10 are probably like 50, and that werewolf one is probably like 200 now or something. It's fucking there's like a couple I wish I would have like they were a little easier.
Never
to
paid
find
$200
that
for a
now.
VHS tape, y'all.
Never. That fucking Killer Clowns is like fucking 200, 300, 400. Street Trash is another one that's like
Jesus.
ultra grail. Yeah. So as always, Two Gun, thank you, my brother.
Well, some of
I'm so happy to have those.
the horror
fill some holes.
VHSs. The horror VHSs were some of the best box art covers shit that you'll ever see, man. Yeah.
One of the best ones is in this franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil Dead
You
2.
know it.
Let's go. Evil Dead 2.
Me and Dylan have it.
I love that cover.
Hellraiser.
Love
1,
that cover.
Hellraiser 1.
Oh, I would love a Hellraiser VHS. I don't have one.
I have Hellraiser. I have a double box.
Yeah.
It's Hellraiser 1 and 2.
Yeah. Sleepaway Camp.
One of my really good ones I have is this one.
Oh, my Sleepaway. Yeah, that's one I'm jealous of. I wish I had that. Sleepaway Camp's probably a really hard one to find. Sleepaway Camp.
This is not great VHS art, but I'm very.
I've never seen a
happy to have this one. I found this one at.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at that.
No, I've seen it. I've never seen like a VHS tape.
Yeah, that's the one where his eyes are white and shit.
Yeah, I've never seen a VHS tape. It's probably expensive.
Yeah,
but yeah, I love Scanners. That's one of the few Cronenberg I know Evan's not a fan of. I'm waiting for Two Gun to send me that. I didn't know if it'd be in the box, but he has a Life Force for me. I remember. I can't wait to get that and see it on VHS.
Even like Tremors is awesome. Like with the thing coming up, the thing. Yeah. Oh shit. Freddy Part 2 is a great box art.
Yeah. I'd say, did I ever show you? Because now they're making
Dream Warriors.
They be making fucking now Lionsgate be making new fucking VHS tapes. This is a brand new copy of Leprechaun. This is brand new. Lionsgate just put this out like 2 months ago. And Lionsgate put out this unrated version of Cabin Fever.
Oh, that's nuts.
This beautiful cover.
The Howling. That's another great box.
The Howling. Yeah, I don't have that one.
Yeah.
Howling 2.
Yeah.
It's some great box art.
Yeah.
Because I have Silver Bullet and I have American Werewolf in London.
All right, we're weird stretching. This isn't my favorite like VHS I own. It's not a horror movie, but y'all.
And I got this.
Awesome.
That's
y'all
great.
remember that?
That's it. Yep. Love that shiny cover.
Matrix shit. I have X-Men over there somewhere too. If you remember that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah, that shiny cover.
Here's one for Fable.
Oh yeah. That's another great cover.
Well, the one I would want, and Two Gun, if you're hearing me, is the FHE one, the clamshell, like the old
Yeah.
Disney movies, and it's family home
Oh, he
entertainment.
probably could find that fucking cheap. Nobody wants the
That's the
clamshells.
original OG shit. That's the shit I used to pine over at the video store when I was a little
Yeah.
kid. I used to look at that.
That's
fucking
what I
thing.
always had was clamshells. But now
Yeah.
nobody likes because they're hard. Like, especially now, it's hard to like,
Yeah.
like collect them. But the clamshells are even tougher because that's
Mhm.
like the Goosebumps are like these bullet, like clamshell bullet cases. And I have some Disney ones too that I got like from the thrift store, like just OG, like classic Disney movies. And they're just like in a tub because it's like they're just so hard to collect. But there's a few, yeah. That's what I had though, because that honestly, like I had the regular ones, but I remember the clamshells because especially because I was a kid, so I was watching a lot of kids movies that were in clamshells, So and all the great animated movies and all that, like all that great shit for us was that in clamps.
Oh, nice, yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I just wanted a weird stretch. I had to go grab
That's
these
not a
from the
weird
other
stretch,
room.
man. That's awesome.
That's
They got
funny.
the comic
Those
book
are
on the
sick
back.
covers.
Yeah. You guys wait till I get my stuff out of storage. I'm gonna show you some stuff, man.
Oh, I believe it.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah, you got some goodies.
You're gonna have me and Dylan and Two Gun being like, "All right, bro, $5. What do you think?"
Hard to find a clean
No, I'll
copy
send
of
them.
that
I'll send them
clamshell
to
that
you.
isn't damaged.
I'll send them to you because I'm not. I mean, I love that you guys are into that stuff, but I'm not really. It's just another rabbit hole for me.
It's another thing, man.
Yeah,
It's another thing.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to prevent
That's why
myself from getting
at
into
first,
Laserdisc, man. So
at first, man, I was like buying. That's why I was like, I got some Disney ones because I was getting them for like $1 at the thrift store, and I was grabbing like, oh, I love this movie as a kid. It's not horror because at first I was like only horror, and like only my favorite horrors. And then I got like a little out of hand with the whatnot, and I was just kind of buying
my man was getting
all.
Aladdin. My man was getting the Lion King. I feel you, bro.
Yeah,
I'll get you on that.
I was like 25 cents, fuck it. But yeah.
Never had a friend like me. I'll get that.
Now I'm thinking of donating them back. Like, but yeah, no, the horror ones I'll always keep. Because I'm trying to find as many VHS players as possible because I want to always have a TV and a VHS, like especially with because I just love it's like a blast from the past, like popping in a VHS. Because I grew up with VHS for a long time, because we didn't have money for a DVD player for till it was like out for a while. You know what I mean? So we stuck with VHS for quite a while. So yeah. This is a bummer too, because this is the first time we don't have a plan to review something right after this. We've had kind of something set up
before the street.
Did we?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if we were gonna follow it through, but I'm 100% down to review the Odyssey in like a week or two if y'all want to.
I'm down.
So yeah, I don't know. We can give you some time, Fable. What do you think? 2 weeks from now, would that be enough time for you? Like not this next Saturday, but the week after.
Let me see how things are shaping up because we've been hit pretty hard financially.
Yeah, dude, it's so expensive at the theater too, bro. It's so expensive.
We gotta do a little catching up, but
nah, I got you.
I'll let you know, man. And even if I can't make it, you guys go ahead and do it, man. Like,
well, as always, we'd love to have you there because it'll be a fucking hoot, bro. We'll have a fucking blast just going through, just having a Nolan fest, bro. Because it'll be fun. So but yeah, no pressure as always, brother. Because that's why as soon as we said it, I was like, that's gonna be tough because it's like every movie, it's been a theater one. So, but it's blasphemy, but I could always find a way for you to watch it. You know what I mean? It's blasphemy for this one, but if you want to at least just be able to watch it and join us, But we'll play it by ear.
Or we could always do some bullshit like Troll 2.
or the Kindred.
Yes, so we still got to do the Kindred one day.
Yeah. Yeah. We can figure something out. But I definitely would love to rant about the Odyssey too. So if anything, we could always, me and Robbie, me and you would do something for an hour if Fable can't do it, and we'll do a
Yeah.
little horror movie 2 weeks from now or something. So yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and then Horror Fest is right around the corner. We're like 4 weeks away. So
man, really that soon? Crazy.
It's July 19th and it starts August something.
Oh yeah, 'cause I'm used to like September, so I forgot it's starting a little earlier. Yep. Wow.
Yeah, we've been starting in
Crazy.
August for a while, Dylan. So have you. So like, but it's like it's
I
always.
know,
Horror
but I
Fest
forget. I forget.
No,
I know.
yeah,
that's why it's like it's always Horror Fest here. So it's like it just runs together.
Horror Fest is right around the corner, and y'all, just so you know, like lots of cool plans for Horror Fest, especially for DHS during Horror Fest. So
I am so excited, man. I just the thumbnails, man. Those perfect, man. Those thumbnails the pictures he picked for the posters. I'm super excited. So yeah, can't wait for you to reveal it all because you have not done that yet. No reveals.
No reveals.
So can't wait. That's probably a couple more weeks out. What, like 2 weeks maybe you're revealing?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if you've talked about it.
We're still in the middle of Action Fest. I still got some promos to
you got
make
time.
up. But with the big reveals that we have already made is that we're doing it all kicks off with the Omen franchise on PCP movie night. We have revealed that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It is always
and we have revealed that we have
time
mini fests within Horror Fests.
Oh, you did.
We've also revealed that there's at least 5 channels. There are 5 channels involved in Horror Fest. So that means we're taking up your whole weeks. Weeks, y'all.
We've grown. Remember, and it's just me and you.
Bro, it's a dream. Man, I was talking to Verno about this actually last week. Like, I remember watching Sci-Fi Channel in the early 90s when I was like middle school age, and they would have their little like Monster Fest or whatever the fuck they called it.
Mm-hmm.
And they had one year in particular, they had a Dracula week, a Wolfman week, a Frankenstein week, and a Mummy week. And they played all the Universal monster movies. And then if they didn't have the rights or they needed to stretch it out, like for Werewolf Week, they played the Wolfman, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. They played Werewolf of London, the original, right? They played I Was a Teenage Werewolf, Michael Landon, and they played The Howling. That was the lineup, right? And like Frankenstein week was all just Frankenstein movies, like Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, Ghost of Frankenstein, House of Frankenstein, right? But like Dracula week, I got to see Brides of Frankenstein from Hammer for the first time and shit like that, right? Blew my fucking mind. And we're incorporating those elements into Horror Fest this year. And next year, we're going deeper into that, y'all, where maybe everything might be themed week to week, at least in the week of or in the month of October. So we got 2 specific themed weeks for Horror Fest this year that all channels are being a part of. And we think that you horror fans will really like what we've picked for our 2 spotlight weeks in the midst of the celebration of Horror Fest.
Hell yeah. Yep, it's gonna be fun. I know my picks are bangers, so can't wait.
Dylan's like, I know especially I brought it. I don't know.
The one is a banger. It's a classic, and then the one is a new one that I was fucking so pleased with, and I can't wait to hear what you think about it. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
I can't wait for all the weird stretches that every channel has. At least one really good weird stretch in there.
Yeah, of course. You gotta.
Maybe we should have a weird stretch week.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I'd find a real good one for that.
Yeah, it's the one where we review the part 3s of all the fucking movies.
Oh, yeah. Just part 3s, that'd be great.
Let's do Night of the Demons 3.
Texas Chainsaw 3.
Saw 3.
You could actually make that work. We could make that work. Honestly, we could.
Yeah.
But we'll come up with something more clever.
Yeah.
We'll be as clever as Witch Week.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Vampire Week.
Right. Hey, those were good times though. But we've expanded. We're better than AMC Scarefest and all that,
We are. We're horror
They just
fest,
play
man.
the same shit over and over.
We're horror fest, baby.
Yes, sir. So yeah, so as always, man, we'll keep you guys posted. We'll be back with something, If it's not the Odyssey, then we'll find something to review in the next couple weeks. And like Robbie said, Horror Fest is right around the corner, so that will be nothing but fun. And there's some good, like we'll be doing Werewolf in December for sure, because that's gonna be great to watch. The Edgar's one I'm talking about. So yeah, there's gonna be some good stuff coming. So we'll keep you posted. I'll make a post when we decide what we're gonna be talking about. And as always, I appreciate everyone coming and hanging out. Great fucking show as always. They just keep getting longer, baby. Keep getting longer because we just keep geeking out every time. So yeah, I appreciate everyone coming and hanging out. I hope everyone has a great rest of the night. Great week ahead of y'all. And we'll see you next time, y'all. Peace out.